what's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to ya all. Good to see ya. What is up, Stone Rain, Dogamith, Missouri, Tukabuddy, Raging Goblin? How is everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone is ready, because today it is finally time for some more viewer battles. So if you've never been here for a viewer battle stream, basically we're going to spend all afternoon seeing your sweet decks. I'm going to play a bunch of random decks against you, stuff we've played in the past, maybe some new stuff, and we're going to have lots of fun. And I always love viewer battle day because it's my time to see all of your brews, and y'all have some really sweet decks, and this is our chance to show them off. So I have a list of people that have already signed up for the event that sent me emails earlier. If you would like to get on the list, you gotta send me your arena info and also your username. We'll get through as many as possible. Who knows how many we'll get through. The people down here at the bottom are leftovers from last time. And what we normally do is if you were on the list last time, didn't get in, you get priority this time. So if any of these people, Salty Epoch, Gage, Lawson, Maynard, Wall of Chaos, Lucid, Public Bench, Nickroll, Random Fan, Natured, Testicular Constructor, Use Foozy, and Radstash. If any of you are around and want to play, let me know. I'll bump you up on the list since you missed it last time. Lustful Jeans, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 45th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Glad to see you back. Good to see you. How have you been, Lustful Jeans? So that's the plan for today. I believe. Oh, you're Public Bench? All right, Labrador. Let me make sure you're up there. Public Bench. All right. Ooh, Historic. Okay, I think I have a deck that works for Historic. So format-wise, I would just request no Standard Brawl mostly. If we're choosing between Historic and Timeless, I'd prefer Timeless just because I have more Timeless decks. But I do think I have a couple of decks that can work in Historic if you really want to play Historic, so that's fine too. But preferably no Standard Brawl because I don't have a Standard Brawl deck at all. Otherwise, any arena format is good to go. Hey, what's up, Cat Cam fan? How are you? Good to see you. Oh, the kids are doing good. Veer and Cease are doing well. Cease, I don't know what's been going on with her. She's been very meowy the last couple of days, but you never know. You never know with the cat life, but they're doing well. Tally all, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big subscription for you. Thank you. So let's do a reminder. Oh, there's one big piece of news I got to bring up because this is actually like kind of really huge and important news that just came out. Not spoilers. Spoilers start next week. Not bannings. Bannings start next week. But just a few minutes ago, Wizards announced the Magic Spotlight series. And this is essentially the return of GPs, which is something we've been asking for pretty much since they took away GPs. Removing GPs, I think, was one of the biggest mistakes that Wizards made in the top 5 esports era. Like, they got rid of GPs, did the MPL, then the pandemic came, and constructed paper tournament Magic. Really took a huge hit. But now, GPs, or something similar to GPs 2.0, are essentially back with the Magic Spotlight series. So in 2025, there's going to be 8 of these events. 5 in the US, 2 in Europe, 1 in Japan. Sorry, South American fans. I do feel bad for South America. South America always gets the shortest end of the stick with all this stuff. It's like, so consistent. I wish there was one in South America too. But these are essentially GPs. These are big open events that you can go to and you just play in. There's $50,000 prize pool, and there's some neat prizes. Like, they're doing exclusive promos for each event and a special prize for first place. The first event, which is going to be in Atlanta in January, if you win, you get a standard for a year. You get a case of every standard set for a year on top of your prize money, on top of your promos, and most importantly, these are all going to be covered too. They're going to have full-on coverage. So even if you don't get to go, still going to have really good Magic to watch. So this is essentially GPs coming back for the first time in 7 years or something. It's been a long time since we have had GPs. So very, very excited for that. Hey, what's up, Mr. Zakar? How are you? How are things over in the Ukraine? What do you think of the Pokemon fake rating scam? I actually don't know what the Pokemon fake rating scam is. What is the Pokemon fake rating scam? Should I know this? Is this a thing that I know? Commander decks, eh? Zika, mono green but hybrid. Ooh, I wish the hybrid worked the way it was supposed to. I am a big believer that you should be able to play hybrid cards in monocolor decks of the proper colors, but that's a cool idea. I like to see hybrid cards see more play. Counter me if you dare. Ooh, Bruce Tarl and a Kydell. Is that all? Is this all can't be countered stuff? Is that the theme? That'd be a funny deck to play against Crim. I'm gonna have to break that out against Crim sometime. So here's how this is gonna work. So if you'd like to get on the list, you can just put your arena info in. Oh yeah, that was the other news. We found out, I think we kind of already knew this, but they confirmed and gave us some dates for the sets that are coming in the next year. Let me see if I can pull this up. So here's the other news. So the upcoming Magic schedule: Duskmorn, starting spoilers end of next week. Foundations, we've talked about that one quite a bit lately, coming in November, the standard like core set. Innistrad Remastered in January. Multiplanar race set, which I imagine that's going to be probably February, I think is the normal timing. Maybe like February, could be the beginning of March. So what is multiplanar race set? Like, what is that like some sort of death race? Some sort of like, I don't know. I imagine Fast and Furious, the Magic set. Universes Beyond Fast and the Furious. Return to Tarkir. Space Opera. Space Opera. So this will be the summer set. Space Opera, that'll be the rotation set, I believe, like August time. Return to Lorwyn, that'll be the fall set. Then we also have TBD, Final Fantasy, and Marvel. TBD makes me think probably towards the end of the year we'll be getting the two big Universes Beyond, and then Return to Arcavios, which is actually Strixhaven. No one really knows that Arcavios is Strixhaven. I always think of the plane as Strixhaven, but no, technically Strixhaven is on the plane of Arcavios. So we're going back to Strixhaven the first set of 2026. So that's what's coming up in the future. Interesting sets. I think multiplanar race or death race seems interesting. Space Opera, I'm a little nervous about Space Opera because here's my concern with that, right? So I would hope that rather than doing Space Opera, we would just do Star Wars, right? Universes Beyond, or like Star Trek Universes Beyond or something. I wonder if doing Magic version of Star Wars or whatever the Space Opera set ends up being, if that diminishes the odds of doing an actual like Star Wars Universes Beyond. Because I feel like Star Wars is like one of the remaining S-tier Universes Beyonds they could do. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. Return to Lorwyn, I'm actually kind of excited for. Lorwyn, kind of a sleeper plane. We need to go back to Alara at some point. Strixhaven, I don't know about Return to Strixhaven so quickly. I didn't think Strixhaven was, I don't know. Strixhaven was okay, but I didn't think Strixhaven was that great. I don't know. What do you think about Strixhaven, chat? Is Strixhaven actually like a return-toable plane? Anyway, let's do reminders real quick, and we'll get into our games. Replay YouTube, this week, final old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, tons of stuff coming up, lots of gameplay, lots of other stuff. Keep an eye out for that. A reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom, and if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. Even if a goldfish ticker, just let them know you want one in your order notes, and they'll hook you up. Strixhaven S-tiered for sure. Interesting. I would put Strixhaven at like B or something. I thought Strixhaven was fine, but I don't know. I was never into Harry Potter, so like the wizard school thing, I got no connection to that. So for me, Strixhaven was not like super exciting. Maybe it's like if you're a big Harry Potter fan and into like wizards going to school or something, maybe that makes it better. Also, Ghost is moving the green screen again. No, you're right, it is. Why? Why, camera? Why? Ghost. Oh, now it moved too far the other way. There we go. Perfect. All right, so if you want to get on this list for today, we're going to work down the list. No guarantees. We're going to get through the people who signed up ahead of time first, if we can. But you can send me a message in chat. You can also just email me, SaffronOlive@mtggoldfish.com, in case I miss it in chat, and I will add you to the list. So we're going to start with Apocalypse. Apocalypse, I know you're here because I saw you earlier. What format are we playing, Apocalypse? What are we doing? Jurgen to play standard. All right, I will get you to the list. Yeah, get your lessons now. I feel like lessons, they could make those kind of busted, right? I don't know, maybe they won't do it again. Maybe they won't. It does kind of associate with Strixhaven though. So they probably will. Interesting. I mean, lessons were cool. Lessons could be pretty busted, I think, if they wanted them to be. If they made them busted, they could be pretty busted. They were okay last time. Motherfucker for Explorer. So what are we playing Apocalypse? I'm gonna get you the challenge going. Hopefully Arena is good about this. You never know with Arena. Nonetheless, I mean, Mascot Exhibition saw a lot of play. It was an easy one of sideboard card. All right, let me see if I can add Apocalypse here. All right, friend request sent Apocalypse, and you're number one. You're first up, playing some Timeless. All right, well, accept the friend request, and we will get to it. Put you for Explorer. Also, if G Fuel Cold is here, G Fuel Cold, and also Rooker, you sent me emails. I got you on the list, but I don't have your, in Beast King 99, I don't have your arena number, so I can't actually challenge you. Dude, bro, man, guy. All right, let me add you to the list. If you want to be added, yes, just send me your arena info, and I will add you to the list. If we're already friends, that makes it even easier. Apocalypse. All right, here we go. First match of the day. We're gonna be playing some Timeless with Apocalypse. So we're gonna challenge. Matches are gonna be best of one, just so we can get through as many games as possible. Although I reserve the right to, if someone like gets completely mana screwed and doesn't do anything, we might do a second one just so I get to show off their deck. But hopefully we do best of one. Do I have to best of one coin flip? I mean, I guess I just challenge. Do I have to pick a format? Do I have to pick a deck? Okay, now we pick the decks. All right. So Timeless. What are we playing first up in Timeless? Let's play something fair-ish. Let's play the Nightmare deck. Let's try that. Birds. Are you not on the list? When did? Oh, I thought I got everyone from email. Are you not on here? Birds. Send me your info. Maybe I missed the email somehow when I was putting everything together. That is theoretically a possibility. All right, I got your stuff, Beast King. Jaguar for the 73rd month. Welcome to the Fish Bowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you. This hand, I guess it's fine. No big payoffs, but we'll try it. A little fair. We'll see what our opponent's up to here. Well, Pluto Delta, go. So this is a Chthonian Nightmare deck, essentially. Can I get some advice on my Corona deck? Trying to build a weaker version of Slicer. Well, weaker version of Slicer sounds good. Slicer is pretty... Ooh, there's the Nightmare. That's a good draw. That's a very good draw. Oh, so we got to worry about Thoughtseize. Do we need to play Nightmare? I'd rather play... I'd rather play something else, honestly. All right, let's Vern Catacombs. Crack Vern Catacombs. I think we're just going to play the Satyr Wayfinder. Play the Wayfinder. Fill the graveyard. Hope we don't get Thoughtseized. Take a Besayu, I guess. How do I join viewer battles? So, send me your arena info, and I will put you on the list. Wow, wait, did Apocalypse just miss their land drop? Huh, okay. Interesting. Well, let's play Castle Lochwain. Go to combat attack. Hit ya. Huh. Grist, perhaps? And Aftermath Analyst, maybe? Mill a few cards. Do a little milling and pass the turd. All right, I got you, birds. I got you. I found it. Yeah, I think I just missed it. But you were officially added. Milk man. Oh no, Apocalypse. Not like this. Not like this. Well, Satyr Wayfinder. Mill some cards. Get a Phyrexian Tower is pretty good. Then we can Phyrexian Tower. Sack a Satyr Wayfinder. You get to gain some life. That's going to be obnoxious. Play Chthonian Nightmare. Get a little energy. Chthonian Nightmare. Pick it up, pick it up. What are we getting back here? Probably just a Satyr Wayfinder, I guess. All right, let's get back Satyr Wayfinder. Sack a Satyr Wayfinder. Flip a Grist. And, well, life is pretty good when your opponent doesn't have any mana. That makes life a little too easy. Flip the Grist. Wow, we might be able to ultimate Grist. Take up the Grist. Oh, actually, ultimating Grist might just kill us, won't it? For each creature card in your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a... Oh, all right, Apocalypse. We'll try another one, Apocalypse. These are the cases. These are the cases where we gotta try game 2 when someone just doesn't get to play. Yeah, you can email me SaffronOlive@mtgoldfish.com. You can also try sending in Twitch chat, although it might get missed just because I'm also looking at the game. So email's the safest. I just need your arena info and then what format you want to play. What dual land cycle do you like seeing Foundations, knowing they'll stick around for a while? My guess is the Buddy land cycle. I think that like Drowned Catacombs in Friends, I feel like that's a very like fine but not busted kind of cycle, and I imagine that's the power level they're going to be going for. Well, Mill with Grist. Play Insidious Roots. Play Chthonian Nightmare. Get a little energy. Chthonian Nightmare. Pay 2. Get back a Orcish Bowmaster. Sack a Satyr Wayfinder. This Meog Massacre. Trigger. Fang ya. Plant ya. I mean, we are going to very slowly win this game, I think. Just because our opponent's not doing much. Shocklands. So here's the thing. Wizards got to be cautious, right? Because if they go too far, then it's going to be hard for them to print a better land cycle in other sets. So I think they got to be like relatively safe with what lands they choose to put in there. Is there a chance we still lose from here? Are we maybe going to lose this game? All right, let's just play Nightmare. Nightmare. X2. Get back a Blood Artist. Just in case our board gets wrath, and then at least we'll have the Blood Artist to help keep us alive. Make another plant. Play a Nightmare. Nightmare. For a Bugler Rat. Bugler Rat returns. We will sack a plant or a insect token. Drain ya. Bugler Rat, make you discard, make a plant. I mean, our opponent, they basically need to... Oh, all right, emergency powers. Okay, opponent's got some spice going on for sure. There is spice. But it's spice that requires a decent amount of mana by the looks. Bowmaster, sack the Bugler Rat, ping ya. Yeah, our opponent's deck reminds me of a deck that we played in Standard a long time ago. I imagine, my guess is that it's a Smothering Tithe combo deck. Our deck is looking very impressive right now, but that's in large part because our opponent's not doing much of anything. Well, that one ring is kind of an issue. Huh. So we can make a copy of every creature in our graveyard and just get milled out. We're playing Timeless at the moment. I mean, I guess we just have to pass, right? Like, what else are we going to do? I guess we can, like, sack Aftermath Analyst and get a million lands. This actually gains our opponent life. I mean, we are going to get a little bit of mana. Overgrown Tomb untapped. Grist. I guess, oh, I really want to ultimate it. We're going to take it up again. We're so going to we're going to end up losing this by milling ourselves out, I think. Mill a couple cards and pass the turn. No reason to attack because there's a one ring. About it. All right. Got another one ring. Sheoldred. Okay. Oh, we should be good now because we can ultimate this Grist. So we draw, we get drained. Yes. I don't think I've ever ultimated this Grist before. This might kill us, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yes! Bugler Rat. Satyr Wayfinder, get the Shifting Woodlands. Satyr Wayfinder, mill, Shader Wayfinder. We're definitely milling our entire deck. As long as we don't draw a card, though, it's fine, right? So we mill, our deck's gonna be in the graveyard. Aftermath Analyst, okay, there goes the rest of the cards. We will sacrifice a Orcish Bowmaster, and drain ya, and with 0 cards left in the deck, we are going to get the Chthonian Nightmare win. Yeah, might as well draw that card. Well, go to combat, and swing. In terms of using Mithrith Elder as an aggro threat, what about using alongside cards like Phoenix Chick and Charming Scoundrel? I'm still not convinced that it would be worth it. Like, in theory, that's how it could work. Apocalypse, all right, Apocalypse, I'm going to challenge you one more time. If this one falls apart, it falls apart, but you missed your land drop for like so many turns that I don't think we can go out like this. We can't go out with that being the only match. Oh, G Fuel Cold, can you send me, up 1-0. We got to keep the record. It's very important. It's very important to know who wins here. So Apocalypse, one more shot at it. Challenge. G Fuel Cold, can you send me your arena number? And I believe you're actually second on the list today after this match. All right, run it back. Hey, what's up, Doug? How are you? I need an idea for a video for next week. What commander have you been eyeballing? Ooh. Okay, Bloomburrow commander that I haven't built yet, but I've been eyeballing. Have you done Wick yet? The like make a snail rat guy? I've been curious about Wick. Wick is a commander that I haven't really thought much about or built much about, but I've thought it seems, oh, we should have played this last turn. Oops. It seems unique. I like the uniqueness of it. So I might just go with Wick. We're good at drawing the Chthonian Nightmare, that's for sure. So Satyr Wayfinder, mill a few cards. Take a Beseju, I guess. Verdant Catacombs, crack Verdant Catacombs. Our opponent's off to a much scarier start here. Things were looking good last time because our opponent wasn't doing anything. This time, though, our opponent's doing things. And that has me a little concerned. I think once our opponent gets to 7 mana, that's where Apocalypse is going to start to do the wild stuff. Once they get to 7 mana. Oh, so you already did. Okay, so Wick has already been done. Help me, chat. Help me. What's a cool commander that Doug can make a video about? Oh, what about have you done Mira? Actually, Mira might be boring in Commander. I've liked Mira a lot more than I thought in Standard. Well, that's Aetherflux Reservoir. Oh God. Nothing bad has ever happened once an Aetherflux Reservoir comes down. Well, let's mill some cards. Oh, we are really bad at hitting creatures. Play a Verdant Catacombs and crack the land. Overgrowth Tuba tapped. Get in, hit ya. Down to 19 past the turn. Kissed is cool. Kissed. Oh, I mean, we have this Beseju. I kind of feel dirty using it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, you know what, Apocalypse? You can have your fun with the Bolus's Citadel. But you can't also have Aetherflux Reservoir. That's just a bit too much. Ooh, Glarb's a good one. A lot of people want to see Glarv. Karavic's gotten really good with Maha. Oh, there's the Smothering Tithe. All right. We untap Insidious Roots. Yeah, we will decline. I mean, this is a very good hand for what our opponent's trying to do. Insidious Roots. Number 2, we have 0 creatures in the graveyard, which is very awkward. So, tap this for a mana. Black. Untap it. Play Marauder. Sack the Satyr Wayfinder. Tap this for black. I mean, our deck is kind of doing cool things. I will give it that. Chthonian Nightmare. Wait, are we functionally infinite here? Did we just go infinite accidentally? 2 Insidious Roots. Chthonian Nightmare. Wait, I mean, I guess it depends on what we mill, but we're kind of close to infinite. Because our 2 plants tap for 2 mana, so we can play the Nightmare again. Wait, we are infinite, aren't we? Oh my god. Oh, maybe this deck's way more busted than I realize. Oh boy. I think we might have broke it. We might have broke it. I mean, you can't plan for the world where you draw 2 Insidious Roots, but when that world happens, it's pretty sweet. Apocalypse, I'm so sorry. Your deck looks super cool. I love it. I do love it. But we drew 2 Insidious Roots, and now we're, going infinite. So we're just going to make, I guess this doesn't actually win us the game, though, does it? Like, technically, this doesn't win us the game. We can, like, it is kind of brutal. We can just keep looping stuff until we mill pretty much our deck, though. Sack the Satyr Wayfinder. So I guess we just make a huge board full of plants, and then I don't think we literally win the game here. We'll just make a huge board and pass. And if our opponent can beat us, they can beat us. Nightmare. Chthonian Nightmare is sweet. Why have we not played more Chthonian Nightmares? Satyr Wayfinder. Sack a Satyr Wayfinder. Can do this all day. Trigger. Yeah, if we loop Bowmasters, we might actually win the... Oh, boy. Yeah, this is... You know what? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to pass. We're going to pass. So I think what we could do here, and I'm not going to do this because I want to see a Apocalypse deck try to go off. We could loop the Haywire Might. We could loop the Haywire Might in the Orcish Bowmaster. We have built a lethal board. We're going to pass. We're going to pass and just see what Apocalypse does. This is your chance, Apocalypse. This is your chance to have the big Oracle. Oh my god, I regret not killing you. I regret. Oh, mistakes were made. I wasn't expecting the Oracle of Alpha. Oh, not an emergency. Seriously. Apocalypse. Oh, should have killed him. Oh, wait, we have a Bowmaster. We have a Bowmaster. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think we put them to 1. I don't think we killed them. I wasn't commit to memory to put the Oracle back. Oh, well, okay, now you're gonna die. Well, that was a that was the intro. So I gotta say, Apocalypse, that deck looks super fun to play when it goes off. It looks super fun to play. Smothering Tithe with Mass Wheel Effects is super ridiculous. Discontinuity would have been absolutely brutal. Going out on your own terms is the way to go. The deck looks super sweet, though. It looks super sweet. GG. So I think next up, why is Arena lagging like this? So next up, who's next on our list? We have G Fuel Code. G Fuel Code. Can you send me your info one more time? I know you did send it. There it is. So what are... Oh, I already got you on there. Okay. Random fan, you were left over from last time, actually. What format are we playing? Oh, is the stream lagging too? That's not ideal. Huh. I got you. Yeah, you're good, Rucker. You're good. So what format are we playing, G Fuel Cold? If you'd like to, if you want to get on the list, we'll get through as many people as we can get through. Friend request that random fan. Maybe it's something with my computer. Maybe it wasn't a reason that was freezing up. Maybe my computer's getting overloaded. Huh. I wonder if I can fix that. So I can shut this down. Shut this down. So what format are we playing, G Fuel Cold? We're playing Brawl. All right, let's do some brawling. So, Rando Fan, challenge is being sent to do a little brawling, just a bit of brawling. Yeah, Arena ever since Bloomburrow released has been a bit rough, I would say. We probably need a record text for this one. We got to keep track. What are we playing in Brawl? How about, I'm assuming this is Historic Brawl. Wait, oh, hang on. I need to send you the challenge again because I didn't set it to Brawl. So, Rando Fan. Friendly Brawl, there we go. Friendly Brawl with, let's play the villain. Well, yeah, let's play the Villainous Wealth deck. Let's try it like that. Could you take a peek at the Corona list? Yeah, let me see. Corona's definitely a cool commander. So Corona, I mean, Corona's definitely a much safer version, I would say, of Slicer, because it doesn't have to attack, right? there's nothing that's forcing you to attack or saving you from attacks. So I think it's definitely Slicer, but safer, or like less brutal. You gotta work for it. You gotta work for it with Corona. That looks really cool. I like it. I like the idea of it. You can still like put vows on it, and there's ways that you can control it, but it takes a little more effort than just like, oh, Slicer and everyone dies. Ooh. All right. This looks like a hand. That's a Ristic Study and a Celestis against Zamone and Dina A. Hey, what's up, Mega Magic Carp? How are you? Hey, see you, dog. Good luck with the video. Well, Hollow Fountain. No. So at this point, 10 years into Goldfish, you have a schedule, generally speaking, for uploads. But when you were starting, how did you dedicate time to making stuff? I imagine you worked at a different job at the same time. Let's just play a tap land. So I started Goldfish right when I was finishing up college. So I finished college. I was thinking of going on to get a master's degree, but then I met Richard and the Goldfish thing kind of happened. So that's kind of how it started. So at the time, I was like working part-time, but I wasn't working a full-time job. It was like college, working part-time, and then the Goldfish stuff came along. It definitely is much easier now when you can just focus 100% on it. Definitely takes some balancing when you have other stuff, other jobs or school going on as well. I guess it's just a matter of like dedication, if that sounds right. Like, it's being willing to give up other things, like being willing to spend a night writing an article rather than, going out with your friends or something. Like that's the kind of sacrifice that ends up taking. Smooth Daddy, yes, I got your email. I will add you to the list, and I got one other email as well. Is Goldfish hiring? So Goldfish isn't. We're not actively hiring at the moment, no. Although, you never know. But it's not like, oh, Rusco. Huh. Do we just have to Wrath, probably? I think we just have to Wrath. Yeah, all right. Out of here, you dang clockmaker. Oh, Rusko, man. What's worse than Brawl, Rusko or Nadu? I feel like Rusko was the thing everyone hated like a little while ago, and Nadu is the thing everyone hates now. Phil was the last edition. I was the first one. Then Krim came along. Tomer might actually been writing articles before Krim came along, but Krim came, as far as someone actually working for Goldfish full time, Krim came along, then Tomer, then Phil was the last one. As far as like front facing people, we also, most recently, we hired Morgan to edit full time. Ooh, that spell pierce is very bad for us. All right, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, back when Goldfish started, Goldfish history, it was actually set up. I will add you, Dankroom, to the list right now. It was actually set up kind of like Reddit. I think that's what inspired Richard was kind of the Reddit system. So you could anyone could write articles for the site. Anyone could write them, and then the ones that like Richard thought was best or whatever would be like promoted to the front page type of thing. So that's kind of how it started off. That's actually why the SaffronOlive name was there, because that was my Reddit name. So I just stuck with that on Goldfish because they were kind of like tied together, and that's kind of how it became the name that stuck. Let me come over to your house and play viewer battles. I don't live far from you. I'm working in Rochester right now. Ooh, Rusko. Oh, you don't live that far away then. Wow, this is... Ugh, yeah, sure. Rando fan. Okay, after winning the last one, I think Rando fan is out for revenge. Karn's Temporal Sundering, extra turn and bounce to Celestis, and be down with the Clockmaker and the Dorks. And this is looking kind of bad. The clock is ticking up. And another land. I mean, if there's another extra turn spell, ugh, Grim Tutor, Rusko, Drades. Yeah, old school Magic forums are definitely pretty wild. So, do you think any of you gonna try to play the new GP events? I'm very curious if the new GP events. I'm hoping they're a smashing huge success, obviously. I'm very curious, though. I've been a little jealous to hear, like, other games and people talking about having these, like, huge tournaments for One Piece and Flesh and Blood and Lurkana. Just, like, these huge events. And Magic started all that. Magic was doing that before anyone else. Like, we kind of were the founders of, like, tournament TCG play. I'm very curious if I hope these events work. I hope they work. And I hope if they do work, I hope they do more of them. But I don't know if we've just been like passed by other games. Are the other games thriving because they're just better than Magic when it comes to competitive play? Or is part of it that Magic sort of like gave up their spot at the top to try to do the MPL thing, and it wasn't worth it? Well, this is a short-term solution to a long-term problem, but we can just peace out of here with T-Pro, which I guess is what we gotta do. This lets us live for a turn. We still die next turn. Actually, I think we gotta just do this right now. All right. All right, we're out of here. Do your worst. Magic was definitely mismanaged, but do you think now that it's back and they're trying to bring back something like GPs, do you think it just goes back to being like very successful and people are going to return to them? Or do you think people have gotten used to playing One Piece or playing Flesh and Blood and it's going to be hard to win people back over? That's kind of that's the question. I'm very hopeful it's going to be very successful though. Yeah, people scooping their friends in. I wish they would find a way to deal with stuff like that. So far, the one that's been announced is what? Atlanta is the one US one that's been announced. Atlanta in the Netherlands. I think some heavier-handed management of the format, like Pioneer, needs to happen first. Yes, I would definitely agree with that. Pioneer's management's been rough. Well, the clock's ticking up. Well, we have one chance. We need to shimmel into a wrath of some kind. The odds are not great. Being honest here, the odds are not great, but otherwise we're just dead. Chival. Spin it to win it, spin it to win it. Come on. Come on. Show us that wrath. Show us that wrath. MDF seed. I'm pretty sure we're dead now, right? I'm pretty sure we're dead now. I think Arena would grow considerably if they bring EDH to the game. I know a ton of people don't play for that reason alone. I mean, I think that's something that they're working on. I don't know if they'll be able to bring it to Arena proper. Good game. Good game, opponent. Good game. You got us. Hey, have you seen my shoes? They're not answering my texts. Oh, Mega Magikarp. GG, Rando fan. All right, so score one for the fans. Let me see if I can get the record text on here so we can keep track of who's winning this. So next up, Beast Full King, then Nicole Bolas. Beast Full King, what format are we playing? Beast King. Beastful? Beast King. Beast King. I'm going to add you as a friend, Beast King. I still love going to Commander Nights in my LGS. Cannot think of a Friday without it. Playing some Standard. All right. Well, friend request has been sent. Yeah, I've never tried Tabletop Simulator. I've heard other people talk about it, but I haven't actually tried it. Beast King. Will new GPs have Artist Alley, unknown events, or just tournament play? So the first one that they announced is happening alongside a SCG Con. You had Emergent Ultimatum. I was dead on board. I play by early access day rules. If I'm dead on board, then I think it's okay to scoop. Oh, it's probably better we didn't see the Emergent Ultimatum. The deck looks sweet, though. The deck was popping off. So the ones they've announced so far are happening alongside SCG Cons. So it's definitely going to be way more than just a tournament. It's going to be a tournament, and it's also... how are we doing, Beast King? I don't know if Beast King's here anymore. If Beast King's not here, we'll go to Nicole Bolas. If you're around, I will add you as a friend. Let me know what format you want to play. We'll get into one of these games. So that means there'll be a lot going on at the events. You'll have casual stuff. I don't know if they'll have the unknown events with Gavin. That might not be a thing, but there'll definitely be side events, casual events, commander play. The other nice thing about SCG Cons traditionally is they're free. So that actually does, unless something changes, traditionally they're free. All right, I got you, W Van House. I have added you as a buddy. And all right, Nicole Bolas playing some more Brawl. Oh no, I gotta do it again. I always forget to change it to Brawl. That's the other nice part is they're traditionally free to get into. So unless they are changing it for some reason, it's kind of like an old school GP, right? Where you can go to the event for free, but then if you want to play in the tournament or do like a side event or something, you're going to have to pay for the event, but you can just go in and go to Artist Alley and get stuff signed and play commander games without having to pay any money. So I'm definitely excited for that. That's been one of the big complaints about Magic cons is everything just costs a lot of money, right? They're great, and I love going to them, but you got to pay to get in, you got to pay for every event, you got to pay $10 for a piece of pizza. SCG Con's a little bit better like that. I got you, Autism. Adding you to the list as we speak. Man, oh no, we're playing against Maha. Oh boy. All right. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Babs? How are you? Good to see you. I want to play, but I'm at work. Let me know when I need to apply for next viewer battles. Yeah, ooh, land is good here. I'll let you know, Mega Magikarp. We'll try to do them. I realized the last one, I always say when we do this every time, I'm like, we'll do these more often. And then a whole bunch of time goes by. Last one we did, I think, was January, so it's been like half a year. I think like, ooh, boy, Gabrielle. Okay. I think like every maybe every set release is about the right schedule for it. I don't know what was picked there. Davriel Planeswalkers you control have +2 draw a card. Ooh, all right. Well, let's play Snow-Covered Forest. Do a little cultivation. Grab a Snow-Covered Island and probably a Snow-Covered Island. So we do gotta get rid of this Davriel eventually, or we're gonna have problems. Yeah, that was the idea for this one, was do it after Bloomburrow released. I guess it's more like 3 weeks after set release, but it's still kind of close. Liliana, taking up. That's a lot of Planeswalkers to deal with. And a Bitter Blossom. You know what? We're going to do the fun thing. I've never been good at making this card work, but we're going to play Reflection of Lajara. We're going to put it on Beast. I don't know if this stops these Planeswalkers from beating us, but doubling up our Beast does seem pretty sweet. There's a Maha. It's Feathers be Night.
Trust me, you won't refuse my...
All right, I got you. I got you on the list, Immortalis. So the good news is, we'll get through as many people as possible. If I don't get to you, you'll get priority next time. So worst case, if we don't get through everyone on the list, which is a realistic possibility, yeah, you'll have a better shot, or a guaranteed spot next time we do it. Well, we got to do something to not die here. So let's play a land. Man, Maha with Bitter Blossom is actually super annoying, isn't it? Huh. I mean, we can double Elder Gargaroth. I guess that's still pretty good. So we Elder Gargaroth. We double Elder Gargaroth. We get 2 Elder Gargaroths. We put the boots on the Gargaroth. We go attacking at the Liliana. And we will draw a card. I mean, the fairy gets to kill it, but we get to trample over and get rid of the Liliana. If that Liliana ultimates, we're just dead. We're just straight up dead. We're going to have to bounce the Maha at some point. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. Big Shieldred. Yeah. Huh, this is not looking good. How do they ramp so effectively? Now what? And they get to reanimate? They don't have any creatures in their graveyard, at least. Well, I mean, I guess we Obstinate Baloth, make another Obstinate Baloth, gain some life. Play Illicen Caryatid. Play the land. Protect the Baloth past the turn. What are you trying to do? Own one buy? Was Big Shieldred ever considered constructed playable? Back when it came out in standard, it's all... I can't complain because I've been working on a video about Maha. So I can't really complain about getting smashed by Maha, but it is kind of brutal. What do we do about any of this? So we play the land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can't get down. What if we do this? This is probably a horrible idea, but what if we play Taunos? And then we... Oh, it's human! Oh, no! Oh, that darn flavor text. Yeah. So mutate. So mutate, you can only mutate on non-humans, and Tawnos is a human. This does mean we get to a Tuaro, which is sort of something. Unsure that's enough of something, since this Davriel is kind of popping off. Bolus is Citadel. Tawnos, oh my, So Tawnos, sort of, he sort of died. He's not dead,
Enough
but
with the mysteries.
I talked to him a little while ago, and he had like a health thing where he actually like literally died, and was in the hospital in a coma for a while, and he's doing better now. But yeah, he's had some serious health stuff. We gotta bounce something. Yeah, Mockingbird does seem sweet in this deck. Well, I guess we bounce a Shieldred. We lose our Tawnos.
Off you go.
Back to the command zone. We're just like brutally... It's really this Davriel. I think this Davriel is the problem. This Davriel is just so good here. Draws a bunch of cards. Gains a bunch of life. Guardian Idol for free. Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised. Yeah, this is not good news. So we can play Gem Razor. Haha. Get 2 Gem Razors. I feel like none of this is actually going to matter. So we get a Gem Razor. We get a Gem Razor. Boom. Mutate that Dreamtail Heron. Put it under. Look at the synergies. Blow up the Bolus's Citadel. Draw a card. Oh, Maha. All right, play it tapped. Pass the turn. Yeah. Oh, and Shieldred too. Yeah, the conditions, it's a very strong card. Its conditions are not enough to outweigh its benefits or whatever they're called. Yeah, double Shieldred, back up to 15. I know Modern is not a good place right now, but would you still say Modern is overall your favorite format? So overall, like in the history of my time in Magic, yes. Overall, as in today, no, not really, unfortunately. Well, we can. What do we get? Oh, Liliana got rid of our Great Henge. Yeah, we need to get down that Great Henge. Well, do more Gem Raising. Yes, game. I think this game's just over. Put on some boots. Yeah, I think you got it, opponent. I think you got it. Tried playing Modern last night. I played a 2-drop, then my opponent played their deck. I mean, that's basically the state of Modern. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what it's like once Nadu's banned. So right now, Modern's in a broken spot because of Nadu, right? Like, it's in a broken spot because of Nadu. Is it going to go to a fun spot once Nadu's banned? That's the question. That's the real question. Because there's going to be broken things that come up, right? We've seen it in the past many times. Eldrazi winter, Hogak summer, Nadu summer. So these times will happen. Something will be broken. The question is, what does the format look like after that card is banned? That's what I'm maintaining hope for. The Modern's going to be really fun then. I do have some, like, I don't know. The thing about Modern is, Temzy, I think you're next on the list. Beast King is not here, correct? We haven't seen Beast King. Temzy, I believe you are next. Oh, okay, there's Beast King. What format are we playing, Beast King? Beast King has arrived. I don't know what format we're playing. Hopefully standard, I guess. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. We will pick a standard deck, though, just to be safe. Which will be... Let's play this super bad lands deck that I don't know if it'll work. There's no way. There is no way. Oh, no, the Maha deck looks sweet, W-Man House. I've actually been working on one that I'm going to do for a video. Based around, like, the locking aspect of it. You had Necro in hand too? Yeah, that was a dominating performance. That deck looked really good. That looked really good. All right, Beast King. We have arrived at our match. So we're at 2-2 now. 2 for the viewers, 2 for me. Temzy, you're next, and then Jaguar for Explorer after that. Well, Valving Wilds. Grab a Forest. And Blanchwood Prowler. I don't think I've ever actually... I built this deck. I don't know if I've ever actually played the deck. Or I've played the deck. I don't know if I've ever actually done, like, the thing with the deck. The combo I'm trying to pull off. Flourishing Bloomkin. Well, let's play an Aftermath Analyst. Mill a few cards. Evolving Wilds. And Pestered. Birds. You are. So here's what we got next. Temzy Jaguar. Modalock. Rooker. Salty Boy. Coin Bob. Birds. Public Bench. Jurgen. So about 5th or 6th. Although it might be higher because I'm not sure if everyone above you is actually here or not. Let's grab a island. There's no realistic way that they can ban Shuko. There's no way. Even Wizards. I don't believe it. I just cannot believe that they would actually do it. I don't think they'd actually do it. It would be so bad. Almost died to my Davriel. 1 life for each creature was sweating. Yeah, I guess that is the fun part of Davriel is there is some risk to it. You got it on turn 3, and it was super fast. Let's just take a Fabled Passage. Pass the turn. Do you think there could be unbans next BNR? Ooh. Queso Lock Hot House could be good in this deck. I think unbans are kind of unlikely. I wouldn't say they're impossible, but I think they're kind of unlikely. Let's play a Nissa. Evolving Wilds. Add green. Crack Evolving Wilds. We know we're getting bannings, right? So I think it's way more likely that they ban stuff this time and then possibly unban stuff in the future. But I think it's kind of unlikely that they do it all this time. I think they're going to want to see like how the meta adjusts to the bannings before they decide what they're going to unban. It's just a lot of change all at once. Although there's so many cards I'd like to see unbanned in Modern, so hopefully they get to the point of unbannings soon. Well, get back a land. Add a mana. Play an Aftermath Analyst. Mill some cards. Get in with the Tortoise. We're kind of milling ourselves a lot here. Mill some cards. Get back a Fabled Passage. And pass the turn. Have we milled? So the idea of this deck, we need... Wow, our milling has been funny. We need Innkeeper's Talent. That's the next thing we need. We've just not found one yet. There's like an infinite loop with Innkeeper's Talent and Jace, I think, for infinite mill. We're trying to do fun stuff. Trying to do this weird combo that I've never... Ooh, Silverback Elder. Weird combo that I've never actually pulled off before. Well, here comes the dorks. Here comes the dorks. Yeah, we can block with a tortoise, I guess. Block with a tortoise. Blanchwood Prowler. Well, all right. We're gonna have a bit of a turn here, I think. Fabled Passage. Get our last forest. Make a mana. Aftermath Analyst. Sack it. Get back a couple of lands. Just a few. Green. And green. And blue. And green. And blue. And blue. And green. And green. And green. And also green. And maybe green. 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 Okay. Come on, Ren and Realmbreaker. We need you to find a Innkeeper's Talent here.
I am the Nexus.
Ooh, all right. Innkeeper's Talent, yes. Play the Innkeeper's Talent. Level up the Innkeeper's Talent. Level up the Innkeeper's Talent. Ren and Realmbreaker. Keep the new one. Ultimate it.
All the time I can muster.
Can cast permanents from the
How is
graveyard.
connections between all things.
Splunking. That would have been nice earlier. And put a counter on the turtle. And pass the turn. Hope not to die. If we untap next turn, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. About it. The last piece is Jace. All the Jaces are in the bottom. That's the infinite. If we find the Jace, we can keep casting the Jace. Oh, we're dead. Oh, we're dead. Oh, boo. Well, I gotta say, Beast King winning with a bunch of actual beasts it's a flavor win. It's a flavor win. Living up to the name. Oh, the viewers are winning. Hey, thank you, Giant Beardy Face. I'm glad you enjoyed the podcast. I enjoy making the podcast. Well, okay. Wait, why do I not have the record on screen? So next up, Temzi Jaguar, metallic Mata LAC. I don't know how you say that, but Mono Green's back. And they don't even have Llanowar Elves yet. Imagine once they actually get Llanowar Elves back, Mono Green's going to be so good. All right, where's the record? That's just a number 10. Okay, I don't know why do we have a number 10 here? That's just making it bigger. Okay, that's not what I wanted. There's another. Does anyone remember a stream involving the number 10 a bunch of times? Hey, there we go. There's the record. All right, so wait, why can't I change it now? Oh no. Oh no. So close. What is this? That's not even a part of the stream. All right, do we have Temzi? Is Temzi around? All right, the record, something messed up with the record text. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Oh, 10 mana ties. 10 mana ties was that was a lot for one stream. That was pretty good. Are you here, Temzi? Are you here? What format, Temzi, would you enjoy playing today? Technically, the viewers are winning at the moment. This cannot stand. We can't go through a full viewer battle stream with the viewers winning. Temzi, what format are we doing? I don't know if I was supposed to post elsewhere, but my gamer tag is Paps. I got you, Paps. I will add you to the list. Your name has officially been added. Oh, it's Tuca. See, people's usernames and arena names never line up. So Tuca, what format are we playing? Standard? Challenge has been sent. If you want to get on the list, just send me your arena info. How long is the list right now? So for people who are potentially here, so the ones down at the bottom were people from last time. So they may not be here. So the list right now of people who have actually mentioned it today is this long, with Temsy going right now. But we are playing best of one. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close if we get through that entire list. Let's play something different in standard. Let's play some standard. Let's play this Andy Joy's up deck. Joke's on you. Joke's on you. Wait, where'd it go? Joke's on you. Just saw a Spotlight Series announcement. As a South American player, I felt like Wizards does not want me to play Paper Magic anymore. If there is a downside to that announcement, that is it. That is basically the downside. Joke's on you, because the Mega Magikarp is literally everywhere. And Seth, add me for this next stream. All right, I got you, Mega Magikarp. I got you. Do we keep this? Double Bristly Bill. Yeah, I think we mulligan. That hand's kind of janky. Okay, this has got a Mira. With a Mira, life's going to be good. We'll put Bristly Bill to the bottom. Recently reinstalled my Windows. Didn't know if your battle was coming up. I'm hastily reinstalling the game. Grumble, grumble. Yeah, I mentioned it a couple streams ago. It came together relatively quickly. Well, Fable Baz it go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to upgrade the technology for the next Fewer Battles stream. The way we do it now is definitely I'm sure there's a better way to doing it with Google Forms or something. That's gotta be better than how we're doing it now. Outside of not doing the One Ring, what would get you like Modern again? I mean, I don't not like Modern. I think the issue is it's just like I think it's hard when I've played Modern for so long that I remember the times when I loved it the most, and coming to grips with it being something different is more challenging, if that makes sense. Like, hey, good game, Owen won by. Yeah, the case card looked really sweet. So I still like Modern. I still do like Modern. I think part of what has made me not like it as much as I did at its peak is I feel like it's a lot harder to play the fun, janky brew around cards. Part of what made me love Modern so much is it was this huge format, and it was this huge format where you could play all kinds of weird things, and they wouldn't necessarily be good, but they'd be good enough that you could like get some wins with them, you know, doing against the odds for them, win with some super janky, like off the wall horrible combo. And the power level has just spiked so high since Modern Horizons 2 that now the idea of like, I'm going to win with Baron Glory, or I'm going to win with Hedron alignment is just kind of like, it's not realistic. Like, it's just not realistic anymore. So I kind of hope like maybe Pioneer, I think, would fill that gap in theory. Theoretically, Pioneer should fill that gap. Well, this is, I think, Mira time here to get back a bunch of lands. Pioneer, I think, in theory, could fill that gap. The problem is Pioneer Wizards just doesn't manage it very well, or at all. So it ends up not being as good as it could potentially be. I mean, maybe that's a bad way of judging it, right? Just because I think formats can be enjoyable for a lot of players without it being good to brew in. At least you could try some Pioneer, but good luck trying to use Everstreak and yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing, right? Just looking back at like old Against the Odds decks where not that the decks were good, but decks where we'd win like some percentage of the time. Wow, Doppelgang off Italia is kind of brutal. Bees off Italia, on the other hand, not the worst. But we do have Mira here. All right, well, we draw land. Mira, make a red. Let's crack a fetch or two. Run, 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 crack a fetch or two. Run, 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 run. It's the death of you. All right, let's play Dragon Harker. Do a little expending. Oh my god, it's a Lightning Helix, which we can put at our opponent's face. We do kind of want to expend 8 here for Mira, so I think then we also got to kill the Itali, because that could kill us. Mira triggers. Play the tap land, and Lumra, get in there? Yeah, let's go beat downs. Get in. Oh, it's got vigilance. Of course we get in there. About it. Gonna block with everything. Sure. We'll kill the hugs. And the Biza. Oh, all right, Mega Magic Carp. Go do your job. Did you hear about the new GP Lake tournaments announced by Huey? Yes, I watched the stream earlier. Very, very excited about that. Yeah, we are out of basics now. Spike says that Modern used to be tier 3 and could do well in competitive play. Now tier 1 is what you need to play. Yeah, I mean, I think that's basically my feelings. Do you think that half the problem is printing cards specifically for Modern? All right. At least it's legendary, so it could be worse. Still, that's a lot of cliff topping. That's a lot of dragoning. That's a land and a frog and a mountain. Should we do an interview with LSV? Maybe MTG Goldfish interview next. Who I'm sure. What would I interview LSV about though? I mean, I imagine if I tried, I could interview LSV. But what would you want to hear us talk about? What questions would I ask LSV? If I could interview him about his Super Trooper era, the mustache from a decade ago, that would be sweet. I just want to ask pros questions that have nothing to do with their magic ability and have to do with their facial hair choices. What inspired you to grow the Super Trooper's mustache? The ghost is back. The ghost is back. Yeah, I mean, the new tournaments I'm very excited about. I don't even know. I'm not a grinder really, but it would almost be fun to play them, or at least play one of them. The problem is, the thing I always run into with tournaments like that is it's just such a big commitment time-wise. Dragonhawker, Exile, and pass the turn. Hit you down to 16. Oh yeah, Huey would be a fun interview. That could be good for the podcast. Oh, all right, I got you, Lenlac. Adding you to the list right now. Terror of the Peaks. Okay, this might be kind of bad. Are we dying? Roxanne. So there's a Roxanne to go with the Terror Peaks. I mean, we do have Annie joins up, but we don't really have much else to go with it. Gonna kill our Dragonhawker. I mean, the bear's holding down the fort for now. Ish. Doppelgang's so good. Doppelgang's might be my favorite card print in the last year. Glimpse the core to do some ramping. Seth, you could be the Nardwar of MTG. Wait, who is Nardwar? Is that a compliment or an insult? All right, now I gotta look up who Nardwar is. At least you didn't say the Mr. Beast of MTG, since that's apparently an insult now. Who is Nardwar? Nardwar. Well, based on the guy's picture, I'm guessing that's maybe an insult. Look at this guy. That outfit. Okay. I mean, maybe with a beard. I'd have to have the beard, but Yeah, it is kind of disappointing that if you go too far with it, it does crash Arena. Another Mira. Well, all right, we get a mana. Oh. Well, play Lumra. Do a little expanding, gain a little life. We're just going to end up milling ourselves out here, I think. Mill some cards, get some lands, play Plaza. Annie joins up. Exile. Snipe that Terror of the Peaks. Get that out of here. I mean, maybe we still got a chance. We can play the Bristly Bill. And pass the turd. 16 cards left in the deck. Can we avoid milling out? Opponent. Now I'm going to have to watch some Nardwuar interviews. Just based on the picture, he looks hilarious. Oh, chicken guy. Let me double check. Air double. All right, let's pull up the list. So next up after this one, I got you. I did get you air double. I got you on there. So next up is Jaguar, Metalak, and Rooker. Next around the list. Due to his absurd and eccentric style, he's been attacked verbally, physically threatened, and intimidated by people such as David Roundtree of Blur, who harassed and eventually assaulted Nardwuar, Sonic Youth Elch, Alice Cooper, Henry Lawrence, Talis Baker, Lydia. So he's just been attacked by like every famous musician. Okay, now I'm gonna definitely have to look up. This guy because that sounds even funnier. Oh no! Oh, well, I mean, that's one thing you'll learn about decks where two people are ramping. You know who wins? Whoever casts the doppelgang. Whoever casts the doppelgang. I'm pretty sure we just die. I actually know Arena might die. Wait, does this actually work? Do they have 4 Annie joins up when all these things trigger? Even because of the legend rule? If they have 4 of them, this is an absurd amount of... How many... Does it actually trigger 4 or does it trigger once? No, they actually get all of them? Oh my god. Oh, Arena's not going to survive this. Arena's brain is going to... Well, Temzi, I think you get 2 points for this one if you break Arena on it. Oh, we're definitely dead, right? Wow. Okay, Doppelgang is just the coolest card. Doppelgang is so sweet. Nardwuar started the Kendrick Drake beef. That was actually kind of entertaining. I've ended up feeling a little bad for Drake, though, because it just, like, wasn't even close. I think the lesson is, if you're bad at beefing, don't beef. Because Drake got absolutely wrecked. I'm pretty sure the Kendrick song is still, like, top 3 in the charts or something. And none of the Drake songs are. Yeah, so we're going to get Meteor written a few times here. Meteorite to the face. This is going so slow. Pew. Pew. See, I don't know much about Drake. I know that I don't think I could name you a single Drake song. I know I don't really like Drake's music. Arena is not having the best afternoon thanks to Temzi. It's still going. They haven't even gotten to all the dragon triggers yet. These are just all the... I wonder how much this would have been altogether. This had to be like over 100 damage easily. Well, I mean, Doppelgang X4. It's going to win you the game. Now I want to play a Doppelgang deck. Good game, Temzi. Good game. You got us. Well, I can't even concede. Oh, we did it. The viewers have pulled ahead. Jaguar. Good game, Temzi. That deck looked super sweet. Cannot complain about getting Doppelgang to death. All right, Jaguar. We're going to do some exploring. Friend request has been sent. Jaguar. Oh. So Jaguar, Metallic, and Rooker. Next one's on the list. GG, too good. That deck looked really sweet. That looks super fun. I am kind of a sucker for doppelgangs. Huh. Okay. Is this your correct info? Jaguar 2001 39936? All right, I have sent it again. I can try just doing the challenge too. Usually the challenge is hit or miss, so I do it the friend request way, but we're playing Explorer, right? What are we playing in Explorer? Let's play the Surveil deck. We can try it this way. Just so you know, Seth, my name is also Seth, and I hope that the Battle of the Bearded Seth happens today. I'm ready for it, motherfucker. I'm ready for it. Arena's dying after the update. I press play and everything just freezes. Arena's been kind of dying since Bloomburrow released. It's been working for us so far. So far, we've been doing challenges on it. It's been working. But yes, you never know. You never know with Arena. So wait, is there actually good Drake music? Wait, what's good Drake music? What's a good Drake album? I've never listened, in defense of Drake, I've never listened to much Drake. So when I say there's not good Drake music, that is coming from someone who has never really tried to listen to Drake, but... Oh, there you are, Jaguar. Right, Jaguar. Challenge. Explorer. Yeah, maybe it's just lagging a bit. You always talk about music, but I'm wondering what your favorite movie is. You seem like a Big Lebowski kind of guy. Yeah, I may believe in dudism. No, I might be a believer. You know, when everyone goes to Magic Cons, I'm gonna go to I've never went, but I would go to the Big Lebowski con maybe. Yeah, I do like Big Lebowski quite a bit. Actually, Coen Brother movies in general. I like most of the Coen Brother movies. MF Doom's great. All right, Jaguar. Let's do it. Let's see the spice. Yeah, I don't watch that many movies, but yeah, I like Big Lebowski is really good. I went through a stage where I tried to watch like a lot of the best movies of all time. Like, I think based on like some IMDb list or something of just like the top 100 movies. So I went through and tried to watch a lot of those, and it was okay. Some of them I really liked, some of them I did not really like. Like, I'm not a big Godfather fan. It's so slow. It's so slow. I know Godfather is supposed to be like one of the literal best movies of all time, but good God. Like, get on with it. Get married already. I haven't watched the new Deadpool, although I will, because actually out of all the X-Men, Deadpool is by far the coolest. I think I mentioned this a couple of streams ago. I honestly didn't know that Deadpool was an X-Men until like a week ago. I thought it was just... like a spoof of X-Men. I've never seen Breakfast Club. No Country for Old Men's really good. There's very few Coen Brothers movies that I dislike. Like, essentially all the Coen Brothers movies I've seen I've liked. Same with Quentin Tarantino. Like, most Tarantino movies I like. Overgrown for Opponent. Cauldron Familiar. So I'm going to guess that this is maybe some Egra comboing. Cauldron Familiar doing Cauldron Familiar things. We need to put an end to this somehow. Well, let's play a search for Escanta. Are you watching the new Joker movie? There's a new Joker movie? I haven't watched that many Scorsese movies, and that's because whenever I look at them and I think of watching them, I see that they're like 3.5 hours long, and I'm just like, do I really want to sign up for this? I could watch a whole season of a TV show in this amount of time. Oh, I gotta say, I don't know if any of you have been watching House of Dragons. Oh, it's a Roots deck. I don't know if any of you have been watching House of Dragons. The new like Game of Thrones prequel or whatever. I do have to say, yeah, this is very, very bad for us. We're just gonna lose to this Insidious Roots. The ending of that first season was, oh my God, it was so bad. It was, I mean, it wasn't bad, but they've been building up to something through the whole season, and then they didn't ever get to it. I was very disappointed. And now it's going to be like 2 years. It's going to be like 2 years till I get to the rest of it. Raging Bull is definitely my favorite. Yeah, Raging Bull's good. Yeah, that was my, I thought the season was fine, but I was expecting the finale to be like where they came to the conclusion of all the storylines. But instead, it was just more of the same, and they didn't conclude anything. And then I got a little salty. Well, I mean, I guess we're gonna counter this because we got nothing else to do, and we need to hit a land. I don't know how we deal with the insidious roots. That's kind of the issue. These plants are just gonna keep getting bigger. Scavenger's talent, sure. And now Cauldron Familiar off the insidious roots makes another plant. Yeah, we just don't really have the tools to stop this. Down to 14. Search for his Kanta. Keep the land. We drew every Starving Revenant, which is also not great for us. Well, Starving Revenant. Do a little surveilling. At least put a body on the battlefield. Probably milling both of these cards. Yes and yes. Mill them both. I mean, what are some movies I should watch? Chat? Give me some advice. What should I be watching? Birdman, never seen it. Dark Knight. I've heard the Dark Knight's really good, but I don't really watch superhero movies. I don't watch superhero movies in general. You see how I put blue and black cards in my deck? Very demure, very mindful indeed about it. Making more plans. Insidious Roots called in. Oh boy. Well, yeah, we can't beat 2 roots with Cauldron Familiar Witch's Oven. It is just not possible. Block the Cauldron. I've seen Hateful Eight. Hateful Eight's good. I've seen older. Boondock Saints 2 is the worst movie ever made, in my opinion. It is. That might be the most disappointed I've ever been watching a movie, because I thought the original Boondock Saints, when I watched it forever ago, was super cool. So I was like, oh, there's a 2. I didn't even realize there was a 2 to this. I put it on. My God. It was actually kind of impressive that they managed to make a movie that was that bad. I didn't know it was actually possible. It's so good. Good game, Jaguar. Good game. The deck looks, I mean, one thing we saw earlier when we were playing Roots, if you draw 2 Roots, you're probably going to win. No Country for Old Men is great. That is a great movie. Oh boy. The viewers are pulling ahead. I think it's 4 and 2 now for the viewers. 4 and 2 for the viewers. All right. Next up, Metalik, something like that. Are you here, Metalik? Metalik, Rooker, Salty Boy. You were next on the list. Metalik, Metalik, you're online. What format are we playing, Metalik? Inglourious Basterds also good. I've seen most Tarantino movies, I think. I was thinking you were probably a Yigra combo deck. Yeah, I gotta come back. Metalik, you're in trouble now. I need a win. It's okay if you wanna throw a little bit. You can skip a land drop or 2. I won't tell anyone. Playing some standard. All right, here we go. So Metalik for standard, Rooker for some historic artisan, Salty Boy for brawl. Then after that, where Coin Bop and Birds are next on the list. There Will Be Blood. Oh, There Will Be Blood's really good. Daniel Day-Lewis makes most movies good. Gangs of New York. That was a good Daniel Day-Lewis movie. I guess that movie was also super long, wasn't it? All right, let's play standard bats. Standard bats? Yeah, let's play standard. Oh, you know what? Let's play frogs. I want to play frogs. Let's play frogs. Oh, Doppelgang Unbound Flourishing does sound great. Can I get on the list? Yes. Send me your arena info and I'll get you on the list. A reminder, by the way, that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. Well, Valley Mike Caller, go. Oh, Gangs of New York. No, but the actor was Daniel Day-Lewis, right? Wasn't he the like bad guy in the movie? I think. I don't know. It's been a long time. I thought it was Daniel Day-Lewis. Let's play Dower Report. Grow the mic collar. Smack you around a bit. What was the more recent? The Irishman? That was a Scorsese movie, right? I think it was The Irishman I saw on Netflix or something. And I was like, it was like 3.5 hours. And I was just like, I know this movie's good. It's got to be good. But 3.5 hours. I don't know if I can do it. I've been playing Block Tribal with a friend, and he's on Frogs. Frogs? Oh, what have you been playing in Block Tribal? I'm actually curious. Frogs are probably my favorite Bloomburrow tribe to play. Like, I just enjoy playing with frogs. I don't know if they're like one of the strongest Bloomburrow tribes, but they're just so fun. Oh, wait, we can actually just cast a 3 trees. You know what? Let's do that. That's probably better. 3 tree scribe. I don't even know if we're... You know what? We're going to bounce this and draw cards. This isn't here to kill you. Don't worry about it, opponent. It's not here to kill you. It's just here to generate value. It's not about killing you. It's about drawing our deck. And then maybe you'll accidentally die, but... Dowerport is one of the best Bloomburrow cards, I think. Oh, our Clement. Okay. Well, at least we get to draw a card. And 3 tree scribe will trigger to grow the Dowerport. Ooh, 3 tree city. 3 tree city. It's funny how Frog's mechanics is bouncing. Like Frog's hopping from hand and field to back. I think it's actually very flavorful. How do you think Duskmourn's going to be? Yeah, I got a bad stack too, but I decided on Frogs. I was going to go bats, and then I switched to Frogs at the last minute. How do you think Duskmourn's going to be? Think it's going to be... stall for time. If it's kicked, put a stun counter on them. Sure, whatever. Yes, you have bounced our team. What is our opponent up to over there? What are you up to, opponent? Let's play a land on Frog. Play Valley Might Caller, which is a Frog. Play Clement, the Frog mother. Pick up the Valley Might Caller, draw a card. Trigger, trigger. Grow the Clement. There's the Pond Prophet. Hit you with the fish. I feel like it'll be too dedicated to flavor and make clunky mechanics because of it. Ooh, did you see that Mark Rosewater yesterday posted the State of the Design article for the past year? And wow. Temporary lockdown is kind of a blowout, although this Clement's getting big. And we get to draw a card. Well, play the Oak Hollow Village. Valley Might Caller. Dream Dew Entrancer. So if we do this right... Okay, so we get to... I love Frog so much. So we get to bounce the Might Caller, but first we get to tap down the Might Caller. So we draw 3 cards. We pick it back up. We smack you with the Clement. Replay the Might Caller. The synergies are just so good. But he posted the State of the Design article. And this kind of made me a little bit nervous about... There's a Biza. Is this Blue-White Control? It made me a little bit... It is kind of watered down. But it did make me a little bit nervous about Duskmourn. Because one of the things that Mark Rosewater brought up multiple times was kind of being a little too dedicated to the theme, a little bit too much of a joke, and like kind of just, you know, taking every trope of the theme and just making it very blunt and obvious and not going very in depth. Mention that kind of about Murders at Karlov Manor with the detectives and so forth, which the community kind of memed on pretty hard about the detective hats. Mentioned about Outlaws of Thunder Junction with the cowboy hats. So I've been wondering if Duskmourn is going to be another one of those sets. Is it going to be just like, I don't know, iconic Magic characters, but everyone's in a Jason mask or something? Like, is that what we're going for? That's okay. Play a Valley Might Crawler. Trigger. Play a Pond Prophet. Draw a card. Trigger. Not bouncing anything. The card's preview did look sweet. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like horror movies, so I guess if it's horror movie tropes, maybe I'm just okay with that more than like detective hat tropes or something. Maybe it's like Universes Beyond, where it's really like, you know, if it's not an IP you like, you complain about it, but when it's an IP you like, then you love it. Ooh, how has it been in Commander, Goose? Has it been fun in Commander? I want to try Frogs. Oh, that's what I should have told Doug earlier, is build a Clement deck. I would like to try Frogs in Commander. I just haven't yet. Well, let's kill this Biza. The problem with all this is if our opponent just has a Wrath, we're probably going to be sort of dead. Because we have sort of emptied our... What is happening? Shore up? Shore up. Okay. Sure, shore up. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Pass the turn, I guess. Shore up. So that would be cool if viewers who beat you got a free Twitch sub. I love these streams, though. Oh, a prize for viewers that beat you is a really cool idea. I'll have to look into it. I'm not sure how you hand out free Twitch subs or if that's a possibility, but I do really like the idea of if the viewers win, you get a prize of some kind. It's a lot of lands. A lot of lands, not a lot of action. We need a way to bounce one of our own things back to our hand. Opponent. Are we going to stun our board a bit? Stall for time. Sure. Tap them down. Pass the turn. Opponents just stall until they find that Wrath. Yeah, Dowerport Mage. Oh. Okay. Vesuban Duplomancy. Okay. Okay. I like the spice. I like the spice. I don't know where this is going exactly. Ah, Misprith Elder. Thank goodness. At least that's a frog. So we can play the Misprith Elder, which will trigger a million things. Most importantly, this lets us surveil. Surveil 2. We need to find something that draws us cards, basically. Well, not those. And then... Oh, God. Well, Mana Burn's no longer a thing. So, 1, 2... Make 8 green mana. And... Boom. Counter on the Misprith Elder. Did it. We did it. JD, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Makes another Biza. Blanks the Biza. I mean, Biza is legendary, though, right? Oh, it makes non-legendary? Oh, it gets around the legend rule. Oh, that's kind of insane. Vesuban Duplomancy. We played this for Against Odds when it first came out. It was so clunky. Whenever you cast a spell that only targets a single creature or artifact you control, make a copy of it, except the token's not legendary. When enters, you can cast instant sorcery, mana value 4. Wait, does this go infinite? No, it goes to exile. Okay, so they make another Wave Rider. They cast another one. Target the Wave Rider. This is hilariously cute. This is super cute. Okay, I might have to steal this idea and try to brew a deck around it. That 6-drop Otter seems very funny in this deck. Too bad it doesn't go fully infinite, but the idea is super cool. Vesuban Duplomancy and Sheoldred. Ooh. How about 100 goldfish per win? What if it was like those carnivals? Did you ever go to one of those like janky carnivals when you were a kid where you could actually win a goldfish by like throwing a ping pong ball in the goldfish bowl? Maybe we should just hand out real goldfish. Commander Clash next season kicking off on Friday. Also, Tomer's back. Tomer's back. Krusty back. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. Even more lands, eh? So many lands. Well, let's play Dream Do. Entrancer. Get a few triggers. Target the Pawn Prophet. Tap down the Pawn Prophet. Draw a couple cards. And counter on the Might Caller. Cavern of Souls on Frog. Does leaving up a counter even really matter here? Do we care? Are we dead? All right, we have to... That is a lot of fish. A lot of fish, a lot of otters, a lot of sunflowers. How do frogs win? Normally by growing an unbeatably big Valley Might Caller. That is the easiest way. So blue and blue. Pawn Prophet. Give some triggers. No bouncing. See, we don't have a Dower Port Mage, which is making this tricky. Polywallop is good. So I think we just have to pass. Pass and try to do stuff during our opponent's turn. About it. Sure. Nothing bad has ever happened with two Vesuvan Duplomancies. Opponent going to pass. Well, in that case, let us fight a Biza. Please don't save it. Just let it die, opponent. It's fine. Well, this is our chance. We need to have a really, really good turn here. So, pick up the Pawn Prophet. Counter on the Valley Might Caller. 3/3 Scribe. So, play a Pawn Prophet. Draw a card. Trigger. And so many of these silly Ocala villages. 3/3 Scribe. Get some triggers. I mean, the Valley Might Callers are getting big, and they also have Trample. Yeah, frogs are incredibly dirtily. They are about as dirtily as you can be. Pawn Prophet. Draw a card. Trigger. No. It's much easier if we have a Dower Port Mage. Dower Port makes it... Wow, so many lands. I'll go to combat. Get in with a Might Caller. We gotta start pressuring. We need to get in the damages. Ooh, Craterhoof. There is a white Craterhoof in Standard. Opponent thinking about doing some fishing. 6 fish in front of the Valley Might Caller. Sure. And pass the turn. Here's my info for Standard. You've already added me. All right, I will get you. I will get you on the list. Opponent gonna go back to doing their combo-y things. Now there's 2 Vesuvan Duploman. Oh, they're targeting our stuff. Interesting. All right, they tap our stuff. Draw a card. Blanks it. Gets it back. Flashes it back. Well, okay. Opponent, we're going to give you a card here. We can't let this happen. We can't let it happen at the moment. Pass the turn. Opponent attacks. Land, and... Oh, they had one in hand anyway? Well... well, then... I mean, I guess that, probably kind of does it. This Clement's gonna be really big. It's also very stunned. I mean, our opponent's deck actually kind of popping off here. I think that we're probably a good matchup for them because we don't have the ability to really interact with any of this. Like, we dirtle around and, like, draw a ton of cards and make a really big board, but we don't really have a way to, like, kill a Duplimancy or a temporary lockdown or anything in our main deck. So I'm pretty sure we're kind of the dream matchup for for the deck. Well, it was cool to see Vazoo and Duplimancy win, that's for sure. How long is the stream gonna be? So about another hour and a half, roughly, give or take. Good game. I gotta get some wins going. Too many wins for the viewers so far. Who's next on the list? Who's next? So Rooker for Historic Artisan. Oh man. See, the thing is, Rooker is like a Historic Artisan specialist. That's kind of what Rooker does. So probably at a disadvantage because I never play Historic Artisan. But I did snag this Soul Herder deck that is Artisan legal from Rooker. And then next up, Salty Boy, Coin Bop, and then Bertz, and then Public Bench, Jurgen, Mother Frogger. Next one's on the list. Well, yeah, Sand seems fine, I guess, for not knowing what we're doing in this format. Yeah, that deck looks super cool. It was super sweet, Talak, to see the Duplimancy pop off like that. Did I really? I played the same. What are the odds? What are the odds? Well, I mean, let's play this Estuary. Untapped Snarls, finally paying off. Yeah, I think it's viewers 5-1 right now, which is that's not good. That's not good at all. I got to get it together. I need to add the record text to the stream. Novice Inspector, sure. Let me see. Add text. Oh, there we go. Okay, this will work. It's a little janky, but all right. Oh wait, that's not right though. That's backwards. That's backwards. Okay. It's actually should be 2 and 5, right? Because the viewers are kind of crushing me so far. There we go. All right, we officially have the record on stream. Not that I want to remember that. Go easy, Rooker, go easy. Circuit Mender, gain a little life. Pass the turn. How many of you play Artisan? How do you add it to the viewer battle list? Send me arena info and I will add you. We're getting to the point in the stream where our list is so long that if you're added now, the odds of playing today are not super high. You never know, though. But you do have the advantage of being further up the list for the next viewer stream. If you miss this one, but you're on the list, you get to jump the line, basically, for the next one. Artisan is kind of like Pauper, but you can play uncommons as well. It's only commons and uncommons, so it's kind of a budget format. It is not always supported on Arena. I think it's mostly a midweek Magic thing when they have special events for it. Nurturing a Pixie. Well, I guess we got to kill the Amped Raptor. Could really use some white mana. Our hand actually becomes very good if we can start playing white cards. If we cannot start... Hey, there we go. All right, so let's play a Soul Herder. Finally got the white mana. No attacks. Blink the Circuit Mender. Draw a card. Grow the Soul Herder. Okay, our deck is starting to do its thing. Another Circuit Mender. It does seem... I like the budget aspect of it. And I also like that it's not full-on Pauper. For me, Pauper, on Arena in specific, is just a little low-powered for me to, like, really enjoy Pauper. Full Pauper is not as much like that because... Oh, did you send me your arena info, Dragon Beast? If you send it... I'm looking right now. If you send it to me again, I'll get it. Soren Lord Vampire, I gotcha. I am adding you right now to the list. Soul Herder down. Pixie in. Oh, Chupacabra. Choops Magoops. Maybe we play... Oh, we only have one. All right, let's do this. Let's play a Soul Herder. Play a Circuit Mender. Go attacking with the Circuit Mender and blink it. Last time I played Pauper on Arena, it was Mono Fogwind God. Hey, I mean, Fogs are commons usually. I don't know why I call them Choops Magoops either. I think I've done that ever since Standard. Nurturing Pixie. Gonna pick up the Unstable Amulet. Gonna get some energy. Gonna draw a card. Do you think energy's too strong? So we've seen energy be rebalanced in Historic. It's, if you look at Modern, it's actually kind of wild. The Modern metagame, it's essentially Nadu, then Boros energy, Jeskai energy control, and then Mardu energy. So Lost in the Show, because Nadu is just like a laughable mistake card, it's, if Nadu didn't exist, the conversation I think we'd be having now would be about, oh my god, energy was so pushed. That would be the conversation about Modern, was, wow, did they really push energy? But Nadu is just so over the top that it's sort of overshadowed all the other parts of energy. It is almost exactly like Standard, isn't it? I was thinking about that yesterday. It turns out when you create a new resource system, it's actually pretty... It's actually pretty hard to interact with. What do we blink here? Choops? Maybe we just Choops. Well, now I kind of feel bad, because I feel like Soul Herder Choops is so good. We're just sniping these flyers one after the other. Our opponent needs some removals. They need some removals. Found it. Unstable Amulet. Makes some energy. Draws another... What does this thing do? Flash. When it enters, you may return another permanent you control to its owner's hand. 3-bit Inspector. Maybe you don't try to make energy work again. Energy was busted in Kaladesh, busting in an MH3. What do you think about just printing more energy hate pieces? Another Amulet. Because we have like Sun Cleanser now, right? Which has suddenly become one of the most played cards in Modern. But there's not a lot of ways to remove counters from things. Well, opponent, your stuff might live for a while, because what I really want to do is just blink Cloud Blazers all day. That's all I really want to do. No attacks. Blink a Cloud Blazer. Blink a Cloud Blazer. Yes. Draw 2, gate 2. Okay, this deck's actually kind of sweet. Just so, it's also worth pointing out that Rooker built this deck too. So kind of Rooker wins no matter what. If I win, I won with a Rooker deck. If Rooker wins... Then Rooker wins, and it was with one of his decks. See, it's something... I think the problem is, I think the Ghost, I think it has to do with recording Commander Clash on Monday, because I have to like move my camera back and forth, and then I think when it gets moved back, the ghosts arrive. Does Sun Cleanser hit experience counters? I believe so. It just removes all counters from a player. It doesn't let them get counters. And experience counters, I believe, work almost exactly the same as energy counters. So yeah, it should be an answer to experience counters as well. Ooh, okay. Look at this. Boom. Untap Snarl number 2. The thing is, how do we kill our opponent? That's kind of the issue. We have drawn every card. How do we make our opponent die? I guess we blink Chupacabras a bit to just keep killing things. Get a trigger, kill the Clarion Spirit. Soul Herder seems very good in this format. Yeah, I think we had to start doing the Chupacabra thing. Plus, we have this momentary blink in hand, which is pretty good. Opponent. Gonna crack the clue. So what do y'all do this weekend? Anyone do anything sweet? Do any of you live in Kentucky by chance? On the off chance. Opponent. Amped Raptor. I still hate Snarls. They are still my least favorite. Although, I mean, these decks feel relatively powerful, right? Did you send Dragon Blue? I don't think so, Dragon Blue Knight. Did you send me your arena info? I keep seeing your message saying, did you add me? But the last person added was Sorin Lord Vampire and then Air Double. I never see a message with the actual... I must keep missing the message with the arena info. See, that's what I was wondering. Is KFC better in Kentucky? That's why I asked. Now my question was going to be, is there anything, what is Kentucky known for? Like, what is Kentucky known for? Like, if I go to Kentucky, is there anything I absolutely got to do why I'm in Kentucky? I think bourbon. But there's got to be something other than alcohol that Kentucky is known for. It can't just be bourbon. Oh, Derby? Really? Horse racing and alcohol? That's... and KFC? Okay. I guess I can work with that. Our opponent's board is getting big. Bluegrass. See, I could get behind bluegrass. I like some bluegrass. Depending on... Oh, wait. Civ 7 announced? Wait. Did they actually announce Civ 7? Oh. They did. Release date. When are we getting it? Civ 7. Sorry, Rucker. This takes precedent. Oh, February. Okay, that's actually not very long at all. And there's a trailer? There's a trailer?
Civilization was a game that was created during a time when we were
Civ is so
just
good.
Discovering what games could be.
Civ is like the only game I like
we
as
said,
much
let's
as
put the
Magic.
entire history of the world into a game and make it fun.
Oh, that game's so addicting. All right, let's see 7. Let's see 7. I'm coming, Rooker. I'm coming. I promise. The graphics look good. The graphics look better than Civ 6. Ooh. Boats in the river. Wait, was that hexagons? I do love spamming wonders. I do love spamming wonders. Oh man, I'm pretty excited. Sorry, Rucker. I'm coming. Sorry. We'll just bounce your token here. Sorry, Civ takes precedent. Wait, Civ. So for a long time, Civ 5 was my favorite. I thought I didn't really like Civ 6 that much. But then I eventually gave Civ 6 another shot, and now I think that Civ 6 is actually better than 5. I think it's actually better. They're both very good, but I really came around on Civ 6. Oh, good game. Wait, are we done, Ricker? Are we scooping it up? We blink you. I guess at some point we're just gonna blink everything and go attacking. Now, bounce the pixie. Blank the tubes. Kill the Clarion Spirit. Yeah, this is like an unbeatable engine once it gets going. Once the engine gets running. Hey, thank you, X-Dog. How are you? What are your thoughts on Tron now that MH3 is out? Is it good again? Well, there's Immodane's Recruiter, but I think it's a little bit too little too... Whoa, double Immodane's Recruiter. Opponent with a big attack. Not big enough. Block there. Block there. Block... there, and there, and there, and there, and there. Actually, no. How about that? I think that's good enough. Do a bunch of blocking. Take some beats. So Tron got better. It'll be interesting to see how good Tron is after Nadu is banned. After we get the ban list update next week, that'll be the real test. That'll be the real test. Found it passes. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That looks like exactly 18. Wow. Well, Rooker. I will say, Rooker, you know how to build artisan decks because this Soul Herder deck felt really good. This was a deck Rooker set. So Rooker sent me some artisan lists and was like, I don't know, here's some deck lists, you know. And the Soul Herder deck, it looked like something you'd like, but just to warn you, I haven't really played it yet. I just put it together. I haven't played it yet. So I don't know if it's actually any good. The deck played super good. It played really, really, really good. So if you like this play style, Rooker, I would give it a shot because it felt very, very strong. Your deck, the Boros deck, also looked really good, but the Soul Herder value is just a little bit over the top once it gets going. It does kind of play like the Legacy Vial decks. All right, so we're on the winning track. So we're up to 3 and 5. Can I catch the viewers? Got to win a couple more in a row. So who's next on the list? Next up, where are we at here? Rooker, thank you for the match, by the way. Salty Boy, are you here, Salty Boy? Salty Boy, Queen Bop, Birds are next on the list. Soul Herder, yeah. Soul Herder will not do very well against combo, I don't think. I don't know if I've seen Salty Boy. I will try adding Salty Boy to see if they pop up. Salty Boy, Coin Bop. So if you were on the list, let me know that you were around, or we'll keep moving down. And then Bert's, what were we gonna play, Bert's? What format did you want to play? That was Boros Energy for Artisan. So only commons and uncommons. We have a new donation from W. Van House. $3 donation. Seth, how does this sound? 2-mana white enchantment. When this enchantment enters, remove all counters from all players in non-land permanents. I see you, Dark Depths. Counters can't be placed on players in non-land permanents. I like it. So one thing to keep in mind. If we make it too good, it could be a combo piece. We've comboed off before with Solemnity. It's never become like a top tier combo deck, but there are ways to go infinite with Solemnity. So that would be the only check I would have is, does this break some sort of Solemnity style persist combo or something? I don't think it would. I think it would be okay, although 2 mana is less than Solemnity, so it would improve it a little bit. But I think that's the kind of thing that we could use. I almost want it to be, I would almost want it to be an artifact. Could this be a colorless effect? Is there any reason why every deck shouldn't be able to hate on energy? I guess removing all counters from all non-land permanents is kind of strong. I almost want it to be colorless. That would be the sweet spot. Because white already does have Soul Cleanser, or Sun Cleanser. So white already does have some amount of answers. Let's see, Coin Bop is here. Who's next on the list? So is Salty Boy here? So I don't think Salty Boy has been around today. So we're gonna move Salty Boy to the bottom. We're gonna skip Salty Boy for now because I don't know if Salty Boy is here. Coin Bop is here for Explorer. Coin Bop challenge is about to be sent. Hopefully. Oh, I gotta leave the match first. That makes sense. Yeah, if you want it to be Dark Depth, say 2. It probably has to be 2. Yeah, maybe 2 mana would be fine. All right, Coin Bop. Here comes the challenge. Seth, it also says non-land because there's so many lands that combo with it. That's a good idea. You don't want it to combo with Dark Depths. So, Explorer. You know what? This deck is, I think, really bad, but let's try it. If it works, it's going to be brutal, but I don't expect it. I tried. This was a deck I built thinking I would do a video of it, and I just never got it to a point yet where it actually won enough to actually make a video out of it. It's an Amaha Ethereal Absolution deck. I also have a budget deck you should check out for historic with only 4 mythics and 0 rares outside the mana base. Ooh. Sorin Gnaw. You've been feeling the graveyard decks lately, haven't you, Rooker? Because it was you that originally sent me the idea for the Beanstalk deck that we ended up playing for Budget Magic that I built my own version of, but you were the original inspiration for that. This is another cool graveyard deck. Yeah, Not of the Bone Sorin. That is a pretty sweet one-shot potential. Oh no, mono red? Oh, mono red. Well, let's pass the turn. Play a little defense. The bean deck worked way better than I would have thought. I thought it was going to be one of those, like, oh, it's goblins. I thought it was going to be one of those super janky budget decks that, like, you get a few wins here and there, but it actually ended up being, like, oddly effective. I was kind of blown away by how good it was. Battle Cry, Goblin. All right, Bonet, combat, and... Well, let's crack the clue. Land. Okay, we hit a land. It is painful, but we hit it. Let's play Celistus. Fatal Push the Battlecry Goblin. We actually have the combo. We have the combo. Oh, this is gonna be so good. If we hit our land drops, this is gonna be so good. Don't tell Coin Pop. Don't tell Coin Pop. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. I can pull up the list real quick. Oh, there's a Snoop. So Coinbop Birds are next on the list, then Public Bench, then Jurgen, then Mother Frogger. Ah, that's a lot of goblins. Oh, not a land. We need to hit this land. So play Thraben Inspector. Crack the clue. Novice Inspector. Apparently Inspector Tribal here. And then Thought Seize you. I think we're gonna do it. We might do the thing. Reckless Lackey, play with fire. Well, I guess we gotta take this Horde Master. All right, I mean, we need one more land. Oh, I'm so sorry, Coinbop. I know it's viewer day. It's viewer day. We're doing fun viewery things. But sometimes my natural inclination to just make people not play Magic comes out, even on viewer day. I can't help it. It's just who I am. It's just who I am. Oh my god, that's a land. Oh, it's okay. Maha. It's Feathers Be Night. Yar. Yeah. Well, opponent, let's see that removal spell. Oh boy. Oh boy. I feel a little guilty about this. Oh. Coinbop, you're still gonna watch the stream, right? Don't take it personal. It's so much easier when it's a rando that you'll never see on Arena, but when it's a stream viewer, it's someone that you know and you talk to and you like, it feels so much worse. Here's the doppelgang list I've brewed. Sideboard is always an option. Let me see, Tuka. I can't not do it though. We can't do all this and then not do it. There's just no way. There's no way we don't. How could we live with ourselves? How could any self-respecting prison player live with themselves if they did not take the chance? Wow, and we got a Viper. Avert your eyes, chat. Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. Oh, this one's gonna hurt. Oh, boy. Coinbop, I'm sorry, Coinbop, I'm sorry. They're dealing 0 damage because they got 0 power. It's even worse. I'm sorry, Coinbop, I still love you. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll see if Coin Bob shows back up in the stream. I'm sorry, Coin Bob. I do apologize. Who's next? Explorer. Let's do some more exploring. Who wants to play Explorer? Okay, maybe I'm gonna have to revisit that deck because that actually that went pretty well. You did get me earlier. I mean, yeah. If you're gonna get got by stuff like that, you gotta be accepting when it happens to you. The doppelganger deck does look really sweet, Temsy. All right, who's next? Let's pull up our list here. Where are we at? So we have about an hour to go to get through as many games as possible. So Coin Bop with Explorer. The Goblin deck looks sweet. We have Birds. Birds, what format are we playing? So Birds is next. Public Bench. Jurgen. Mother Frogger. There's some Explorer on there. Callisto. Smooth Daddy JJ Beats next on the list. So Birds. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the game, Coin Bob. The Goblin deck did look sweet. I'm sorry I drew the combo. I'm sorry. What format are we playing, Birds? That is true. So I've actually been working on Maha decks in a couple of different places, and there will be a video coming up. Those are things that Maha does not like. +1/+1 counters are very good against Maha. Swing for Zero, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription for you. Thank ya. So Birds. Wait, I don't know what format we're playing though, Birds. Let's pull up the list. I don't know what. I feel like Bert said Brawl Standard? I can't remember. It's not listed on here. I'm gonna guess. I bet it was an Explorer. Standard? I'm gonna guess Standard, and we'll restart if it's not Standard. Okay, I think it was Standard. Okay, whew, thank goodness. So the list that's coming. Salty Boy's not around, so we're playing Birds right now in Standard. Public Bench, Jurgen, Mother Frogger, Callisto, Smooth Daddy, that one, Dank Doom, Rook, Immortalis, Gucci, Paps, Turfadder, Lenac, Air Double, Soren Lord Vampire. You're not on the list. Dragon Blue Neck, did you set? Have you sent me your arena info? Do I just keep missing her? I feel like we've been doing this for like an hour. Do I keep missing your arena info? Or is this a really good running joke? I'm not sure which one it is. But if you send me your arena info, I would love to add you to the list. Yeah, Skirk and Snoop is super sweet together. The first time I played Maha, had Maha play against me at 5, I thought it was fine because I had a Reacher and 2 in my hand, then blocked and died. I didn't realize it also had Trample. Yeah, the Trample does really put it a bit more over the top. Skirk Prospector always went hard. Was honestly surprised they reprinted into Standard. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's kind of a fast mana effect, and we don't usually get fast mana effects. How to join. If you send me your arena info, I will add you to the list. Although I will warn you, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have like 15 people that are, wow, it's a lot of enchantments. We have like 15 people that are on the list for today. So the odds of joining the list now when playing today, not super high. However, if you join the list today and don't play, you get to jump the line next viewer battle stream. So there is still a reason to do it. Wait, where did you send it to me by email? Maybe. Oh. Wait, are you Turfadder? No, Turfadder is on there. I don't know. I don't see it in my email. Well, Blue Dragon Knights. Oh, you are added. Wait, you are on the list? I'm so confused about this. So, Blue Dragon Knights, I'll add your name to the list. I need the number though too to actually be able to challenge you. Create a wicked roll. Is that wait, wicked roll. Okay, sure. Sure, we'll put on the chem ball. Haha, thank you for the token, opponent. And another lot. Oh, this has got to be a Viper deck. This has got to be a Viper deck. Gotta be a Viper deck. That's the only thing that makes sense. Is there a Viper in hand? I guess we play this to see. Deep Cavern Bat. Case of the Stash Skeleton. Well, we will pass the turn. Opponent gets to draw an extra card. That's not ideal. Opponent. Plains. Carrot Cake. Give us that rabbit. Kemble's popping off here. Kemble's popping off. Thank you, opponent, for the rabbit. Maybe, is Kemble just good? Maybe Kemble's just good. Opponent. Gonna go attacking. We're gonna take the beats. Down to 14. Can we draw land? I feel like this deck could do really cool things if we live long enough. Let's play Rotodrobic. Hey, Blue Dragon. Okay. I found you, Blue Dragon. Oh. I see. Were you saying you gave it to me like a long time ago and we were already friends? I was just misunderstanding. I think I was just misunderstanding. I was thinking that you sent it to me in chat and I kept missing it, but I think you were saying that I had already edited it a while ago. That makes way more sense. Well, pass the turn. Pout it. Lord Skitter's Blessing. Gonna draw. And Caves of Koilos. Opponent gets in with the skeleton. So how bad is this being salved? Do we care? Yeah, we'll just take it. We'll just take it down to 12. Down to 12. Oh, Ruthless Lawbringer. Oh, they can pay the ward to kill the Rotodrobic. Alright, Sex the Skeleton. They gotta be... No, you can't kill Kemble. Don't do that. Oh, no. Okay, that's... Okay. I mean, you can kill Kemble. We do have Rotodrobic, though. So, we will get perhaps another Kemble. This time in token form, and not a legend. And a zombie. Okay. So if we Rotodrobic with Rotodrobic, man, this deck's gonna pop off in a minute. Balin some hay. Let's do a little Balin. Let's do a little Barton. So we can tap 2 tokens to add a mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we sack this, we get a token version. One, two, three. Okay. We need like one more turn. Let's get in with a bat. Hit ya. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to having a really cool turn, I think. Opponent. Land. Oh, we might have a chance to get to tutor. Just tutor up the snake. It's fine. You can tutor up the snake. Just don't tutor up a wrath. Opponent. Don't do it. Opponent. Mills themselves. Finds a... It's a snake. Okay, that's fine. We can play with the snake. That's fine. We can go toe to toe with the snake, I think. Even with haste. I mean, we do technically have a removal spell up, so we're not gonna die to the snake. Okay, there's the Viper. Sacks a bunch of stuff. Opponent's deck does look pretty sweet. I think that Viper is a card that has untapped potential. Untapped potential, I would say. So if I trade a bunch of cards to Card Kingdom, I can't decide between 2 True Duels. I already have a Savannah, plus some other stuff, or a Cradle, and maybe one more semi-valuable card. What would you do in my situation? If it helps sway your opinion, I'm a dirty token player. I would take Cradle, no question. Okay, so my gut is to take Cradle, no questions asked, because my argument would be this. My argument would be they're all on the reserve list, so they're never going to get reprinted. They're all really good. I feel like, let's say you're playing some sort of go-wide commander deck. The difference between replacing Savannah with Temple Garden, or whatever these new duels would be with their Shockland versions, it's pretty small in Commander. The difference between having a Gaia's Cradle and growing Rites of Itlamok, or whatever the next best thing is it is a huge gulf. It is an ocean. So I think as far as play value, as far as like how much it would improve your deck, I think that Gaia's Cradle will make your decks more better than having the dual lands. If you're planning on playing 60 card formats like Legacy or something, that would be different. Then I would say that for Legacy, I might take the dual lands just because you can play them in any deck. But for Commander, I think I would spend my credits on Gaia's Cradle almost for sure. All right. Well, let's see if we can have a big turn here, maybe. Maybe. Perhaps. This is going to be interesting. Pound it. Going to do some milling. So we overcame the first snake. So we have a Rata Drawback. We got one Balin. I've never actually gotten to the point of, like, comboing off with this deck. We draw a plane. So play the planes. Play Rata Drawback. Step 1. Legend Ruler Rata Drawbacks. Make another Rata Drawback. Then we can play a Balin. Tap a couple tokens. Then we can sack the Balin with 2 Rata Drawbacks. Make 2 more Balins. Drain you a bit. Then we can tap 3 tokens to draw a card. We can tap... Oh, no. Do we have enough tokens? 1, 2... Oh, we're short. How do we get another token? This can't sack itself. Oh, we can sack this Rata Drawback, I guess. So sack the Rata Drawback. Make a token Rata Drawback. Play the Bart. 1, 2... 1, 2. Legend Rule. Get 2 more Bards. Sack, tap 3 tokens, draw a card, and then I guess this is where the fun ends. All right, that was a good turn. That was a pretty good turn. I will say that was a pretty cool turn. I like the idea of Legacy, but I don't think anyone near me plays it. I was leaning towards Cradle anyway, but it seems like the overwhelming opinion of chat is Cradle, so thanks. Yeah, enjoy it, Dank Room. Okay, I would give you one other slight word of warning. I don't know who you play Commander with. Cradle's kind of busted. So the other consideration would be maybe Cradle's just too busted for your playgroup, and once you get it, people are like, Birds, your deck looks super cool. We got the pop off. We got the pop off draw with our deck this game. So that would be my only other concern is if you're in like a low powered play group and you show up with Cradle, they're probably going to make you take Cradle out of your deck after a couple of weeks because it is a really, really strong card. So just make sure that it's at a power level with who you play with, or else you might find it more in your binder than in your decks. But hey, SaffronOlive, what's up? I've always wondered, is it a black olive or a green olive? So the story, actually, I don't even like olives. Olives are super gross. It actually has nothing to do with actual olives. The nickname comes from a band I was in a long time ago called Olive Drab and the Etcetras. And we were like a 60s mod band thing, and one of the gimmicks was everyone was like an Olive was our last name, so Saffron Olive, and everyone else was Olive. So that's where it came from. Olives are like super gross. Yeah, like we have Cradle banned on Commander Clash, mostly because of Vince and Tomer, but I'm pretty sure that Vince just crushed Tomer with it a few times, and then Tomer wanted us to ban it. Although he's not wrong that it's a really, really strong card. And we probably should have it banned because, really, you love olives? Ooh. Ooh. What about, you know what else is super gross is vinegar. Oh my goodness. Vinegar, I can't stand the smell of vinegar or the taste. A public bench. Public bench, you're next up for some historic. Let's see, do we have a public bench in here? Public bench, I'm about to add you. Public bench, Jurgen, for some standard. Mother Frogger from some Explorer. Those are the next people on the list. Public bench, friend request set. Jurgen, gonna send you a friend request. We're ready for the future. Mother Frogger, adding you as well. All right, who do we got? Public bench. So I don't see public bench. No public bench. What about Jurgen? Is there a Jurgen? No Jurgen. Mother Frogger. Is there a Mother Frogger? You know what, Mother Frogger, I think you're gonna jump the line here since I don't see the other two. Public bench or Jurgen, if you are around, you're still on the list. You can play in the next match, but so we get to the next one faster since Mother Frogger's already there. I will challenge Mother Frogger for some. Is Salty Boy here? Oh, where's Salty Boy? Oh, Salty Boy. So this one, I've already sent this challenge. Salty Boy, you will be next. So if you hang out for just like 5 minutes, you'll be the next one. You haven't seen. What's your name, Labrador? Are you Jurgen or Public Bench? I believe this deck is historic legal, I think. All right, so Salty Boy, you are next. Mother Frogger is going right now. Oh no, Mother Frogger, I'm gonna have to do this again. I don't know why I thought you were playing for some reason I thought we were playing historic, but that's Public Bench. So I loaded a a historic deck that would not go well for an Explorer deck. All right, but okay, so we got a plan. So Mother Frogger, sending you another challenge. So Mother Frogger, Salty Boy, Public Bench. Okay, so Public Bench is Labrador. I will send you another challenge, Public Bench. No, that one doesn't count. But I am going to play the lock deck again. I'm going to keep playing it until someone makes me stop by beating it, which should happen pretty easily. Yeah, olives are, I find olives disgusting. I think my like grandmother liked them or something, and I made me try one when I was a kid, and it was the worst. It was the worst. Oh, space in the name. All right, I can try deleting the space and sending another challenge, another friend request. All right, Public Bench again. Well, let's go to combat. Let's get in with the Novice Inspector. Shadowy Backstreet. We'll keep the Inspector. Does that let us play a Viper next turn? It does. All right, let's see how good this Viper card is. How good is this Viper card? Zelfrid's Void number 2. Bandit's talent's really good. I don't think Pioneer players have realized that Bandit's talent is as good as it is. Novice Inspector. Make a clue. This is going to be a fast snake. Opponent down to 18. Land and. Well, let's see if this colorless deck has removal. I'm sorry, Mother Frogger, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Sack 'em all. The snake is here. About it. I mean, the good news for you, opponent, is if you deal with the snake, we probably don't do anything else for a while. Hedron Archive. I can respect a Hedron Archive. Darksteel Citadel. Thran Spider. Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, that's kind of hilarious. 1, 2. Oh, we can't quite do it. Well, go to combat. Get in with the snake. Take it up. If you can't deal with the Viper, the card is brutal. Helichrome! welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you about it. Thinking about blocking. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? About it. Gets in front of the snake. 1, 2. So we'd have to sack the other snake. Yeah, we'll just pass. We'll just pass. Ether up. Gonna make some energy. Wow, it's not big enough to kill the snake though. Wait, Roundmouth Viper, is Roundmouth Viper actually good? Maybe Viper is actually good. Okay, Thraben Inspector is down. Viper, you? With 3 counters now? Well, I almost feel bad about this one. Apparently, I gotta play more Explorer. For some reason, when we play Explorer, things go really well. Well, draw with a Bagbuster. And pass the turn. Yeah, it might just be that our opponent can't actually... If you can't deal with it, it will kill you. Oh, it's a Paradox Engine deck. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna play another Viper to rub it in a little. I'm sorry, opponent. We just drew all the snakes. We drew all the snakes this game. And Viper, you for a bit. Wow. Oh, yeah, that was a pretty good Viper. Oh, so Mother Frogger. I'm sorry that went so fast, Mother Frogger. You know what, Mother Frogger? I feel bad. One more, Mother Frogger. One more. I'm gonna send you one more challenge. That was too brutal. That was so quick. You didn't even get a chance to do anything. So I'm gonna send you one more best of one. That's the exception. We make exception if someone misses their land drops or just doesn't get to play. We gotta give them an extra. I'm gonna switch decks because that was just too brutal. I'll play Prophetic Memory. I mean, that is a win, right? That is a win. So we're back up to 5-5. 5-5. The old 50% win rate. Yeah, we'll try this. I mean, it started off with the viewers casually stomping me. It started off with me, 5-2 for the viewers. I just got a little hot in the last couple. The good old Jund. Well, Dark Sleek Choice. This deck was sweet. I haven't played this deck in a minute, but when we first built and played this deck, it worked so well. I was surprised at how good Prophetic Memory was. I'm kind of curious what our opponent's deck is doing. I imagine it's Paradox Engine combo. Like, the pieces suggest Paradox Engine combo. But we didn't actually see a Paradox Engine, right? So maybe it's something else? Seems like black is required to have removal in Pioneer. Oh, it's a synthesizer deck. Interesting. Maybe it's not Paradox Engine. Maybe it's just an artifact deck. Ooh, that's actually pretty bad for us. Portable Hole on the Rona land. All right, we hit the land. I think we just play it tapped anyway. Play the Ledger Shredder. I'm building props in standard, all colors, trying to find cool lists. Currently on Isn't Azorius. I haven't tried it much in standard, although I'll have to at some point. Because it does seem like it could be pretty good. Well, let's play a Streamcore Scholar. Discard a Bitter Triumph. Play the Swamp. Kill the Dork. Do a little conniving. Connive away a Consider. And hit you for 2. Is Dimir Draw 2 still in standard? It works amazing there. Ooh. I think the pieces still do exist, right? I think the pieces were from the Dominaria sets in Brothers War. So I think the pieces for the Draw 2 deck are still there. No Ledger Shredder, but the rest of them are still there. Beastbinder surprised me. Beastbinder has been a lot better than I thought it would be as well. We really could use a Prophetic Memory. That's what we're kind of missing here. Steamcore Scholar. I'll discard the Thoughtseize. Play the land. Fatal push a 9/9. We're trying. Discard a land. The one downside of the Prop's Eidetic Memory plan is when you don't find a Prop's Eidetic Memory, your creatures kind of suck. Like, we have a lot of 3-mana 2/2s and 2-mana 2/3s, like, not very strong creatures. Once we have Prop's Eidetic Memory, then those cards become really good. But until we find the Eidetic Memory, a lot of underpowered cards. Yeah, we're about to get pizza oven here. Double pizza oven. Someone's hungry. Someone's hungry. That does look a lot like a pizza oven. I guess we'll take 10. My God. Yeah, casual 10. Opponent exiles. Oh, Heated Archive. Well, at least we get to connive away at Darkslake Shores. I mean, we got to find Prop's Eidetic Memory right now, and even that might not be enough. That is 3 12/12s. That is Prop's Eidetic Memory. Is it enough? Is it enough to matter? Steam Core Scholar. Can we steal this? Can we steal this? Draw. Discard 2 cards. Prop's Eidetic Memory. Trigger. Draw. Connive. Discard a Clearwater Pathway. Prop's Eidetic Memory lets us draw. Fatal Push? Oh, Shieldred's Edict would have been huge. Go to combat. Counters on the Steam Core Scholar. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Huh? That looks like 11. That looks like 11. That looks like 11 to me. Wow. Prop's Eidetic Memory. Whew. Mother Frogger, that list looks sweet. I have not played Pizza Oven / Paradox Engine combo since Simulacrum Synthesizer has been a thing. It seems like it adds a very new element to the deck. Because the thing is, in the past, right, the Paradox Engine deck is really sweet, but it's very slow. And it kind of has one plan, which is you got to find Paradox Engine, then you got to have the pieces, and you combo off. But you don't really have a good backup plan. Simulacrum Synthesizer might be a game changer in that deck, because this gives you the ability to do this. You didn't find a Paradox Engine. Like, you got 4 lands, and you got 3 12/12s on the battlefield. And if we didn't find that Prop's Eidetic Memory that turn, I'm pretty sure you just kill us, because we got to chump block every single thing. We're going to just lose almost our entire board next turn. So yeah, I really like the idea of Simulacrum Synthesizer in there. Any of the deck lists anywhere, would love to give that deck a whirl. The Prop's Eidetic Memory deck or the viewer deck. I can find the Prop's Eidetic Memory deck if you're looking for that one. If you want the viewer deck, have to ask Mother Frogger in the chat. Yeah, it looks super sweet. All right, so next up we have Salty Boy. I believe Salty Boy is in the chat. Wait, Salty Boy, are you not here, Salty Boy? All right, let me add Salty Boy. Did it finally work for you, Public Bench? Okay, so Salty Boy's here. I don't see Public Bench. Can you double check your arena info, Public Bench? I don't know why. I see Jurgens on. Mother Frogger played. Yeah, I'm not sure what the issue is with us, Public Bench. But Salty Boy for Brawl challenge incoming. 100 card friendly ball. We're gonna stick with Taunos. I feel like Maha's a little bit much. I'm the first one. Oh wait, you are there? Oh, wait, why didn't I see it? Oh, Public Bench right at the top. Okay, so we're good. So Salty Boy now, Public Bench for Historic, Jurgen for Standard next on the list. And we'll keep going as far as we can. After that, it would be, I don't know how many more we'll get through. We got about a half hour or so. And then I got to go get Bear. Callisto, Smooth Daddy J, that one Fergie would be the next ones. Yeah, we can keep this. We can try this. For public bench, could I actually change to standard? I added historic a while ago. I prefer standard since I didn't open MH3. Sounds good to me, Labrador. Standard is perfectly fine. Ario. Wait, what's your username, Ario? What is going on? Vat-free birth, candlestick. Ha. Ha. Well, let's play a ledger shredder. Since it's a bird for Taunos. Ariozara. I don't know. I will add you though. Hey, Coin Bob, thanks for hanging out and playing. It was super fun. Gadwick's first duel. Create a curse roll. Scry 2. When you cast your next instant or sorcery with mana spell 3 or less this turn, copy it. Well, let's just play a land and I guess get down some bad ramp in here. Get him with the bird. Hit ya. Hey, been a long time player of Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently on MG and love it. Do you have a YouTube channel or who else would you recommend me to watch or check out to really get the grips on how the game works, best way to build decks, etc.? So welcome to Magic, Zura Gaming. Yeah, so we do have a YouTube channel, MTG Goldfish. So I would definitely recommend checking that out if you're interested in that. Other YouTubes that I would recommend if you're looking to learn how to build decks and who would you recommend, chat, for someone starting out in Magic? So CGB is good. Legend VD is good. Tolarian Community College does some deck building stuff. Tolarian Community College probably the overall biggest Magic YouTube, and he does a lot of like product reviews and stuff that are helpful if you're just getting into the game. Doesn't do a ton of like actual deck building stuff. Jim Davis, really good. Jim Davis does good brewing. Also does limited play if you want to do like drafting. It's like the equivalent of arena runs in historic, or arena runs in Magic. If you want to get into like the arena of Magic, Jim Davis also does some limited stuff. Crokies, yeah, Crokies is firing a spike, also really good. They do more modern stuff too mixed in there. Crokies does a lot of standard. Crokies, very good player. Amy the Amazonian, another good call. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like brand new. So like Command Zone, there's a ton of Commander players. If you're getting into like, if you're going from Hearthstone to Arena, I don't know if Commander is super relevant to you. But there's a ton of like, we have our Commander channel, Command Zone, Commander at Home, Game Nights. There's a huge list of Commander channels as well. Yeah, I was just talking. Oh, Ash Lizzle. Yeah, Ash Lizzle's been having some sweet brews too lately. Ash Lizzle's been really killing it on Twitch lately. I've been very, very impressed with just like how many views Ash Lizzle's getting. Newmott's really good. Newmott's almost exclusively draft though. So if you're interested in like drafting or the arena runs, Newmott's really good. Newmott's like the OG Magic streamer. I'm pretty sure Newmont was like one of the first, at least one of the first full-time Magic streamers. He's been doing it for, he was there back in the old days. I mean, there's very, very few. Yeah, the community is pretty awesome, Zero Gaming. If you ever need anything, feel free to reach out and someone will help you. The community's pretty good about that. Oh, yeah, Voxy. Voxy might be more of a Hearthstone player now, right? Card Market might run the most... I would say Card Market might be the most innovative Magic YouTube currently. Might be the most innovative Magic YouTube, although... I'm not sure if their content's very entertaining. Not sure how much of it would be, like, new player learning how to, like, brew content, but if you just want to be like entertained, Card Market has been doing some really cool stuff. Yeah, possibly might be doing something with Amy. she sent me a message the other day that people in her stream had been mentioning I've been talking about Brawl, because we've been talking about Brawl, and then I mentioned, hey, maybe we should, like, I don't know what it would be, some sort of video or something. So yeah, I think it's a possibility. We haven't really gotten into the details of it yet or anything, but oh, Vraska. Well, at least there's no Innkeeper's talent. Not my owl bear. Not my owl bear. Found it. Surveils too with the fish with a candlestick. Oh man, did you see when they wrote the did you see when they wrote the State of Design article? They mentioned, he didn't mention it specifically, but he mentioned, yeah, last year it was a pretty up or down year. We had some of the best, selling sets of all time, and then we had one of the worst selling sets of all time. Didn't get into the names of it. It had to be Murders of Karlov Manor, though. I don't know if I've ever seen anything flop as hard as the Clue crossover. Oh, that's gonna go down as a meme, I think, the Crew crossover. Oh yeah, I've known Vince forever. Vince did Commander Clash forever ago. Vince still does some gameplay. He doesn't do that much gameplay anymore, though. I feel like he does less gameplay now than he has in the past. But if you want, like, opinion pieces and, like, pretty much daily videos about, like, something that's going on in Magic, Vince covers that pretty well. Well, let's just Taunos and set up for double swag tusk here in the future. And we get to kill this Vraska, thankfully. Kill the Vraska. Play the land. Pass the turn. Yeah, Vince has gotten more into 40K. Vince, professional complainer. I guess that could also apply to Vince. Vince he's got takes about everything. Which, I don't know. I think if you make content, there's going to be some level of complaining involved. Wait, am I streaming on Ultimate Guard at the moment? I don't think I'm supposed to be. I'm always afraid because the way the streaming works, you have to, like, put in a stream key. So it's usually, like, until I streamed for Ultimate Guard a couple times, it's just always the Goldfish stream key. And I'm very paranoid that I'm going to do a stream on the Ultimate Guard channel and forget to change it back and just accidentally, like, stream on their channel and kick someone else off of it when I just start streaming. But yeah, no. So I think the Ultimate Guard sponsors the Commander channel. So Goldfish, we're doing streams about once a month on the Ultimate Guard channel. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's Krim, but our normal schedule of streaming here every Tuesday is still the same. That's a bonus. That's a bonus stream, I would say. Oh, that was kind of dumb. We could have actually played the Kinder Discovery first. I wasn't thinking that was a treasure. Let's get rid of Vivian Monsters Advocate. Put this on Beast. And pass the this is going pretty well. Bound it, Behold the This is a budget deck too, I'm pretty sure. Our mana base is very much basic lands. I kind of forgot. I think I built this as a budget deck, but maybe it's not. Yeah, we're doing playing against viewers today. Is Duelist in the Mind worth it in Explore Propsydetic Memory? Probably. I think it probably is. I built that deck before Duelist in the Mind released, and I just copy and pasted the old list. I didn't actually update it. But I think if I was updating it, yes, I would play Propsydetic Memory. Ooh, Trumpeting Gnar. How does this actually work? 1, 2, 3. So if you mutate, let's do it this way. If you mutate, do you get a copy of it? Yes. Please. Is the copy also mutated? Oh, it goes... Oh, I see. It goes on the same thing? It just does it twice? Okay, we get to draw a card. Under. Oh, we're popping off. We're popping off. Make a beast. Make a beast. Draw a card. Draw... Oh my goodness, the combo. We're kind of comboing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need more mana. Oh, wait, I don't need more mana. Oh, my God, this is so good. Sawta's Demolisher. Copy it. It's a beast. over this time. Best swag tusk ever. We will blow up. I don't even care about any of these things. You know what? We're gonna blow up your candlestick to send a message. The clue set was a flop. Take that, wizards. In the conservatory with a candlestick, no more. And I guess we should probably get rid of the Vata Rebirth just in case. Wow. This is actually kind of popping off. My God. Oh, what a turn. What a turn. I don't think this deck has ever done this before. This is the best this deck has ever run by a pretty huge margin. This is the deck living the dream. Yeah, you're go, opponent. If I was making a Rakdos Fling deck and had to prioritize either Sulphurous Falls or Blackleaf Cliffs, which should I get? I would go. Let me double check. I would go by which one exists in Standard the longest. They are essentially the same. Oh, they rotate at the same time too? Yeah. I mean, I guess I'd get about Blackleaf Cliffs then. Because the deck doesn't get past 3 lands very often. That's kind of the goal, not to get past 3 lands. So the odds of it coming into play tapped are pretty low, and then you don't take any damage. I think I would go with whatever one was in the format for the longest, just for long-term value, because they're so close to the same. But considering they rotate at the same time, I would go with Cliffs. And honestly, I will also say, all right, sure, there goes our fun. I will also say that I don't think that you actually need either of them, really. They're okay. They're good. They're good. They're optimal. But I don't think you really technically need either of them. Because I think I mentioned this in the article. You almost never actually cast the Callous Blood Mage. You basically don't cast the Callous Blood Mage. And that's the only... Wow, Taunos is popping off. And that's the only black card in the deck. So I think running actually a mono red mana base, I don't even know if I've seen an opponent, since the deck has become popular, I don't even know if I've seen an opponent cast one. It's just not a thing that actually comes up very often. So I think playing a mono red mana base is fine. Hey, what's up, Cornelius? How are you? Good to see you. What's up, Dark White Wolf? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Question. Let me discard a hand size and I will answer the question. Discard. Probably discard. We don't really need more card draw. Discard. Question. If I have an Ocelot Pride, make tokens and the City's Blessing, but didn't gain life, do I still copy my tokens on the end step? Let me read Ocelot Pride real quick to make sure. I believe the answer is yes, though. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, create a 1/1 cat token. Then, if you have the City's Blessing, for each token you control, that enter the battlefield this turn, create a copy of that token. Ooh. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. I believe, because it says then, that if you don't trigger the life gain mode, you won't get to the then of the City's Blessing mode. So I think you need to have gained life for either mode to happen. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah, the then is, I believe, what makes it so you have to gain life. If it didn't say then and it was just a new sentence, it would be 2 independent abilities and it wouldn't matter. But the then means that the first one has to happen for the second one to happen. Well, all right, let's keep doing things. Spark Double. More Taunosing. Taunos number 2. The toys will be made. Dreamtail Heron. Trigger. Copy. Mutate. Opponent. Don't you be looking at our stuff. No. Tyrant Scorn. Well, okay. I mean, we are a bird deck. So we'll just... Okay, we are a heroic intervention deck. Yes, we would like to copy it. Yes, we would like to copy it. Oh, did I not mutate it? Oh, that's actually super bad. I thought we mutated. Oops. Okay. Well, attack with you, attack with... Wait, our stuff's indestructible. Attack with all of you. Math is for blockers when all your creatures are indestructible. Well, here... Oh my god, we're gonna mill ourselves out. Well, that's awkward. Make a 3... Oh no, the 3/3 also draws us a card, doesn't it? No matter what we do, we draw a card. Usually that's a good thing, but at the moment... Okay, we're okay. We still got 50 cards. Well, 45 cards-ish. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. You don't have that many stack battles on Arena. It doesn't happen that much. Yeah, it might have been better just to gain life there. I mean, I'm pretty sure, honestly, none of this really matters because we still have Counterspell in hand. I don't think we win right here. Our opponent's at 30, so I think they can block their way through this turn. But with the Counterspell in hand and our opponent only having one card in hand, pretty confident that we just counter any Wrath or anything they could play. Oh, wait. Okay. Or maybe we kill you right now. Well, Salty Boy, I like the idea of... I keep feeling bad. I don't know what's happening, why your decks are popping off so hard. This Taunos deck usually does not pop off like that. Usually the Taunos dies and nothing cool happens and you cast a bunch of Obstinate Balos and lose. Somehow this game we got 2 Taunoses and this deck just went like super, super hard. Yeah, apparently math is not for blockers. Do you or anyone here have a Discord server with people that play? Do I have any game store? Yes, we have a Discord. Definitely check out the Goldfish. There's a bunch of Discords in the Magic community, but check out the Goldfish Discord. Goldfish community. It'll be actually a lot of the people that you see here will be in the Goldfish Discord, and people are super friendly in there. Perfect for asking questions. So yeah, go introduce yourself to the Goldfish community, and I'm sure they can point you in the right direction. Okay, we have pulled ahead. All right, let me see where we're at schedule wise here. So that was Salty Boy. All right, so here's where we're at. Here's where we're at. So I got to go get Bear in about 10 or 15 minutes. So we're up to 6 and 5. So here's where we're at. Public Bench wants to play Standard. Jurgen wants to play Standard. I think those will probably be the last 2 matches. The rest of you will be on the list for next time. So come back for the next Viewer Battle stream, and you can jump to the top of the line. Just point out that your name is on the leftover list, and you'll jump to the top of the line. So Public Bench for Standard, and these matches will determine. They will determine if the viewers win or if I win. So I technically, with the comeback, I only need to win 1, and I will guarantee the winning record. Public Bench and Jurgen, if you both win, then the viewers will prevail. What are we gonna play? You know what? We're gonna go Standard Token combo. I think this deck is pretty jank. Hey, see you, Donut. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, so I think the next Viewer Battle most likely will be hopefully a couple of weeks after Dustmourn releases. So it'll be the end of September or the beginning of October. So a month, 6 weeks, something like that. I think what I'd like to do with Viewer Battles is try to schedule one 2 or 3 weeks after the set release for every arena set. And then we always can see the new brews. We can see what people are doing with the new cards. So that's gonna be the goal. So plan on end of September, beginning of October, right after Dustmourn for the next one. Ooh. All these are bad for us. Let's take we can't stop the ramp. I guess we'll just take the Appraiser. There's an argument for just taking Dragonhawker. We have a new donation from W. Van House. I'm very glad I played Maha against you, Seth. The deck seems pretty nuts. Blue-green creature deck was dream for my deck. Now we got to see both sides of Taunos. Yeah, we got to see the good and the bad. Taunos, it's good matchups. It can be very good. It's bad matchups. Oh boy. Like Maha, for example, it is going to get absolutely crushed. Yeah, so I think it worked out for the best. Heck yeah. Dragon, I will make sure you're on there, Dragon Blue Knights. So you are on here, Dragon Blue Knights. It's just a bit down. But Dragon Blue Knights, you're officially on the list, so you will be able to jump to the top of the list for the next one. Well, I guess we just Chemball. Not the best time to be missing land drops, honestly. This deck, the mana base is so janky. I feel like this deck can do really cool things. If you have, like, all the mana and all the time to set up, then you can do really cool things, but it is not that easy to, like, get down a Rada Drobic, get down a Mondric, get down a Balin, maybe a Sack Outlet. Well, here comes Dragonhawk. Oh, is this a Raccoon deck? Are we losing to Raccoons? I think we might be losing to Raccoons. Well, crack this. Grab a... We need green mana for Balin. How do we stop a Dragonhawk? Well, let's play Mondrak. Play Mondrak. Pass the turn. Settle down there, Dragon. Hey, Seth, do you think WotC will ever release a colorless MDFC land, and what do you think of it? Sooner or later, I think WotC will probably release basically everything. So I think, yeah, Dragonhawk is a really good card. I like the design of it. Do we have to block? Oh, yeah, I guess. And then they can Appraiser next turn. We just need to somehow stay alive for a bit. Dragon Land wouldn't be bad. There's a Keen-Eyed Curator. Little expending. Mira's so good. Well, there's the land. So play the land. Oh, how do we do it? So we can play Rada Drobic. Sack. Oh, this is actually very, very close. You know, I think let's just do this. Let's just Song of Tatanzan. Make just a few rats. Like 8. Trigger a Chemball. Pass the turn. This sets us up to play Balin next turn. Do we have another donation? So many donations. Jaguar with the $3 donation. Hey, Seth. Thanks for the game today. Thank you for the game, Jaguar. Quick question. Is it worth adding Caretaker's Talent to the 3 Blind Mice copy deck that you made? Yes. Almost certainly. Caretaker's Talent's very good. It's very, very good. Geological Appraiser into another Mira. Thank you for the donation, by the way, Jaguar. But yeah, I think if you're a deck that can consistently make tokens, it is very much worth it. Well, here comes the Dragonhawker. I might have to work on that. 3 Blind Mice is super cool. The problem is there's not a ton of ways to make token copies of it in Standard right now. There's Calyx and there's, oh man, some 4 mana rare. I can't remember the name of it. It's one of the downsides of having such big standards. Because I don't even remember the names of all the... Oh my god, ouch, your attack. Well, okay, so we can play Balin. Ouch. Then we can... make a black mana by tapping rats. Make a white mana by tapping rats. Play Rada Drobic. then we can... Wow, we might just kill ourselves here. Tap for white. Sack. Spend for life. Sack Kemball. And Balin. Get token copies. Times 2. Drain ya. Oh, we don't have enough. We don't have enough. Can we survive? We're at 9, but we don't have a flyer. So we can only make... Oh, we can only make 3 mana? We can make 3 mana, which is enough to play a Balin. Oh, we were so close. Okay, pass the turn. I think we just die, though. I'm pretty sure we just die. Yeah, the problem is we can't stop this Dragon Hawker. That's the issue. The Dragon Hawker just killed... Well, I guess it's not... Oh, yeah, it's gonna probably kill us because of this expend. So the Dragon Hawker hits us for 5. It exiles for 2. Now it exiles for 4. So we actually just die, right? This drag... Oh, it's gonna exile for a ton because that's pumping everything. Oh, we were so close. Yeah, Yenna. That was the 4 mana one whose name escapes me. So yeah, I think those are the only 2 easy ways to make a token copy of an enchantment. There's also hard ways where you're like, yeah, this gets us. We need a way to stop the Dragonhawk. Dragonhawk is kind of like Viper in the sense that if you can't kill it, it's a single creature that will just snowball you to death by itself pretty much. Yeah, that's... They don't even need the combat damage. Exile 6 to Dragonhawk. Yeah, GG, public bench. GG. GG. All right. And it all comes down to this. Viewer battle number 13. 13. We got through 13 matches. We were 6-6. Our last match of the stream of our Bloomburrow viewer battle is going to determine whether it's me or the viewers that go home the winner, and that is Jurgen to play standard. Jurgen EX. Jurgen, challenge incoming for some standard. I'm gonna stick with Balin. Ride or die with Balin. We're gonna stick with the janky deck. I mean, I know my deck's I know the token deck's kind of janky, but I like the idea of it. I don't want to switch to some spiky deck for the last round. The deck looks sweet though. Dragonhawker popping off. Raccoon. It kind of impressed me with the raccoons, honestly. So the thing with 3 Blind Mice is you only need to get 1 token copy of 3 Blind Mice, because then once you turn 3 Blind Mice into a token, then it can start copying itself. So that's kind of the trick. The other way you can do it that's hard mode is like there's a bunch of things that make a copy of a creature an artifact. So if you can turn 3 Blind Mice into a creature artifact somehow, then there's a bunch of things that can copy it. What kind of quest is that with a blue border that gives 1k gold? Wait, do I have a quest for 1k gold? Oh, they want me to draft, I guess. Complete 3 quick draft matches. So apparently they give you a lot of rewards because you got to spend a bunch of gold to get into limited. So I think they're trying to just get me to play limited. You accepted already, huh? Why is it not working? All right, I'm gonna send the challenge again, Jurgen. I don't know. You never know with Arena. Yeah, the raccoons definitely impressed me. Seth, have you seen the new Bloomburrow Alchemy cards that wheels and has the text Gift a Heuristic Study? Yes. I gotta say that those cards, I think they're heading in the right direction. I've always wanted from Alchemy, like, one of my big criticisms, and there's a bunch of criticisms from Alchemy, but one of my big criticisms, is this not working, Jurgen? Yeah, I mean, we're friends, so it should work. I mean, try restarting. If it doesn't work, I can also try restarting. Hey, there we go. But one of my big criticisms of Alchemy is if you're going to make this goofy digital-only format, you should just go all out. I want to see Yogg Saron. Like, for Hearthstone people, I want to see those just ridiculous effects. I want, like, cast 10 random mage spells, stuff like that. And I feel like Wizards has went way too conservative, where a lot of the Alchemy cards, we now see them being printed as Acorn cards, but still being printed as paper cards, some of them. So I feel like they just haven't went far enough. Stuff like Gifteristic Study, I think, is a good step in that direction. The this thing, Indris, when it enters, conjure a card named Lightning Bolt into your library and perpetually give it Storm. Then shuffle. Whenever you cast it as a sorcery, draw a card. Stuff like that, I think, I want to see the absurdity. Like, if you're going to make this digital-only format where you can't make cards work in paper, go all out. Make them as absurd, over the top as possible. So I like that. I mean, the thing is, isn't that what Alchemy's about? Like, if you're going to have this format exist at all, shouldn't you just, like, fully embrace it? That's kind of my thinking. I mean, you can also argue that it shouldn't exist at all, which I also think is a fair argument. And I would say the argument might even be backed up by some data at this point with how many people play the formats, but Key to the Vault A. Well, we can't have you playing things, opponent. We're going to do a little batting here. Legion to Ash, Hornlock Whale, Legion to Ash. Well, I guess we're losing our bat no matter what. Let's take the Virtue. Take the Virtue. Play the land. Get in with a Novice Inspector. Hit you down to 19. Why are they playing Key to the Vault? Cryptic Coat. Oh. I guess that's kind of a combo, come to think of it. Come to think of it, that is kind of a combo. Let's take red and play Radodrobic and get in with the bat. Hit ya. So Radodrobic does have ward, so they can't just Legion the Ash it. They can get some Metally triggers here. Yeah, Key to the Vault. Spin it to win it, spin it to win it. Look at the top card of your library. You make an island card from both of them, put the rest on the bottom in a random order, and what? Virtue of Persistence. Well, there's no creatures in the graveyard currently, so I guess that's a tiny bit of slightly good news. Very, very slightly good news. Well, let's play Mondrak, I guess. Pass the turn. That's bad news. Wait, did our opponent break it? Key to the Vault, Cryptic Coat? I think they broke it. How does anyone beat this? How does anyone... Jurgen! For the win for the viewers with the high roll. Wait, did they just high roll? When a crypt creature deals combat damage, look at that many cards. So I looked at 3 cards and get to play one of them, I see. Opponent, they can kill the Mondrak. We can't really sack Mondrak to itself, unfortunately. Legion to Ash, Yep. And Miner's Guide Wing. Well, play a Balin. Play a Bart. Go to combat. Yeah, we should have probably played this slightly differently. We probably should have held on to the Mondrak rather than running it out. Get in, hit ya. Wow, this game's going to be close. Opponent gets to explore, trying to set up the top of their deck. It's another Miner's Guide Wing. Mills it. We will pass the turn. Opponent gets to reanimate it because they spun into Virtue of Persistence. And draws. And... I mean, it all comes down to this. Hey, what's up, King? How are you? It is viewer battle day. It's our Bloomburrow viewer battle day. Well, here's the attack. Key to the vault. Can't stop it because it's unblockable. Look at the top 4. How bad is it? About it. Hey, Cease. Come here. Say hi to people. You meowy little cat. Hello, Cease. Jace the Perfected Mind. All right, say hi to everyone, Cease. Jace the Perfected Mind. And how does it work? So, well, we're right at the end. This is actually our last match of the stream, but pretty much we spend the stream battling against viewers. We announced it a couple streams ago. So some people got on the list ahead of time, other people got added today, and just getting as many games, seeing everyone's sweet brews. Like, for example, right now we are seeing a very spicy Key to the Vault brew, which is kind of maybe beating us. Well, we get milled a ton. How do we... Well, untap. Fabled Passage. Play Fabled Passage. Crack Fabled Passage. So there's a Hornlock Whale. How do we get around a Hornlock Whale? We get a Plains. Go to combat. Swing with everything. Except the bat. Attack, 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 attack. About it. Gonna Hornlock the Balin. So we will sack it. Get a token copy. Fizzle the Hornlock Whale. Okay. Get lost. Get a token copy. Opponent blocks. Explores. We need to find a way to get rid of this virtue, like right now. So let's do this. Crack the map. Top card. Ooh, Feebled Passage. Not good, not good. Crack the map. Top card. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Aye! Also, not good. 1 and 2. Crack the clue. Top card. Chemball. Well, tap, tap. Play the Chemball. Pass the turd. But the problem is they just get the Jace back, right? And the Jace is going to beat us. Oh, wait. No, no, no. They don't get the Jace back. Virtue. Virtue doesn't get Jace back. It's not a cruelty of Gix. They can get the Hornlock. I mean, maybe we're still in this. This is going to be close. This is going to be super close. Hey, Saffron. I've been messing around with a standard deck. It's called Igra Food. It's basically Aristocrat with Forsaken Minders ending the curve at Igra. Forsaken Miner, can that go infinite with Igra? I think the idea is super cool. So what would you say is the spiciest brew of the stream today? Boy, that's a tough. How do you make me pick between all of my children? That's like asking a parent to which child is their favorite. Really, I'm impressed that y'all brought spice. Like, really, essentially every single deck we played against today was super spicy. There was almost no one just like playing some random tier deck. Everyone was bringing out the spice. We saw Paradox Engine combos. We're losing to Key to the Vault. We saw that wild Vesuvian. I mean, ones that are sticking out to me. One is this Key to the Vault deck right now. Maybe it's recency bias. So this one sticks out just because I've never seen anyone actually make a Key to the Vault work before. First time I've ever seen it work. The other one that really sticks out was the Vesuban Duplimancy deck that was copying everything with Duplimancy to make a bunch of Bizas and that 6-drop Otter. That one also stuck out as being one of the spiciest. Well, we lost our rabbit, which is bad. This is more okay because we can sack the Chem Ball, get a token copy, drain you, fizzle it, untap. That would have been good at various points in the past. So play Mondrak, play a Plains, play Bart, go to combat, attack with the Bart and the Bat. Wait, can we win? What if we attack with everything? If we attack with everything, opponent has to block the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have to block. Okay, swing with everything. Here they come. Here they come. Gotta block it. So we get to sack Mondrak. Make 2 Mondraks. Drain you. Sack. What do we sack? Is there a way we can win here? We gotta think. We gotta think. Opponent's at 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Opponent's at 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Do we just let this go is the question. We can sack Bart, make 2 Barts, but do we want to do it? Yeah, I guess we can just do it here. I guess it doesn't matter if we do it now or during our opponent's turn. So we make 2 Barts, drain you. And then we sack 1 more of the Barts to kill the whale. Kill the whale. Hit you to 2. Pass the turn. Opponent gets to reanimate. It all comes down to this. Who is gonna win? Oh no, it wasn't attacking. It looked like it was attacking. Who's gonna win the viewer battle stream? It all comes down to this turn. Opponent gonna get the Novice Inspector. Desperation to draw something. Opponent gets back the 1-2, and I mean, oh my god, they give us. Opponent goes to 1. How do we make it? If we attack with that Inspector. Wait, how do we make a token? How do we make a token? There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way we can make a token. Opponent attacks. Swings. We can't block it. Key to the vault. 4 cards deep. 4. A. Virtue of Loyalty. I don't think that does it. I don't think a Virtue of Loyalty does it. Opponent got like a turn 3. Wow. 5, 10, 15.
Will be educated in Phyrexia's ways.
Opponent mills us. 15. Down to 10. But it's not enough. Spyglass Siren with a map. And in the end, taking down one of the spiciest decks from the day. And Novice Inspector to close it out. Wow! That was a wild a wild game. That was a super cool deck. People in the chat are asking for the deck list. So if you have it around and feel like sharing, Jurgen, that deck was so cool. That was super sweet. I have not seen that equipment work before. That is the first time I've seen it work. And it worked really well with Cryptic Co. So yeah. So everyone, seriously, I know I say this every stream at the wrap up, I thank you, and I really mean it every stream, but this stream, y'all blew me away. Like, y'all brought some really spicy decks, so I really appreciate you breaking out the spice. We weren't just playing mono red all day, we weren't playing control decks all day. Y'all got to break out some really cool decks, and I love, win or lose, I love seeing them. And what a great game to close out the stream. So seriously, oh yes, please share it in the Discord, wherever you want to do it, by all means. Or don't share it at all. It's totally up to you. It's your deck list, so feel free. Anyway, everyone, reminders on the way out the door. Replay YouTube. That's where you can find the old streams. Normal YouTube. Tomorrow we have a Spicy Against Odds for Standard. A deck that is doing something I don't think anyone else has realized. I have not seen anyone else do this in Standard. So I think we actually figured out something brand new that no one realized before. So we'll see. But a cool Standard deck for Against Odds tomorrow. One more reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can make cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. And as I mentioned before, mostly thanks to all of you for hanging out, for playing Magic, for showing off your spicy decks. Y'all are amazing. Seriously, I appreciate y'all so much. This only happens because of you. So thank you so much, everyone, for being so awesome. And yeah, so the winner in one of the closest matches that I think we've ever had on Viewer Battle Day is me, technically, by a single win. It was a close one. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Y'all are super duper amazingly awesome. Spectacular. So yeah. Be good, everyone. We will be back next Tuesday with another stream. And of course, like I said, in the meantime, check out
Board, then it gets really
check
hard.
out the YouTube and all that stuff. So will this be a video? Yes, this will be on the replay YouTube. So if you missed anything, you can find it over on the replay YouTube. It should be up tomorrow on the replay YouTube. So on that note, everyone, thanks for being awesome. I love y'all. Have a good one, and I will talk to you soon.